Hello and welcome to Live at the Party. We are NyxRising Industries. I'm JD, your Dungeon Master. We ready to go?
Yes!
Quitad el secrets. Okay. We catch up with the party, still in the city of Shadebourne. Having chased up several leads and put plans into motion, the party have brought forward their evidence of corruption to the right people. The Temple of Bahamut has sent envoys to the houses of the governor and one of the councillors, Ewell Lothmuir, to investigate charges of corruption, potential murder, bribery, who knows. Wheels have been set in motion. The party are on the lower tiers after having fed several citizens who were hungry and desperately seeking food. They're now planning to scout out on the Cranwells before deciding where to go further. What would you like to do?
So I think we were sending a familiar up between one of the gates and we were just sort of going to have a little wander around for a
Has
while.
anything happened?
Yeah, so which gate was it again? Was it the 5th tier gate? Between 4th and 5th?
It doesn't need to go that
That
far
far.
because we'll know if they come through like the 2nd tier and that'll give us time to...
Fair enough. Yeah, so Elyse will send Rana up and like instruct her.
Okay.
Just kind of,
Alright, cool.
and tell her to come back to her. Or back to within range to speak telepathically because that'll be quicker.
Got it.
If she sees anything.
Okay. Are you using just one familiar?
Do you want to have more scouts out?
We can do. We don't know how long it's going to be for you guys' ones, but you can do it multiple times, right?
Yeah. If you want to
between us.
send them to the other locations that we have might be busy. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Sarah conjures the owl.
The misconjurings before Rana flies off. The owl comes up, forms up, conjures Zip as well.
Yeah, I conjure Zip.
Zip as well.
Little aviary.
Bird fight.
No, they have a little white nuzzle and play with each other before they all fly off.
I know it's a change, but I have decided Zip is actually like goldish, green and blue.
Nice.
Oh.
Fine, yeah, you can change it anytime you want.
Thank you.
Okay. The three little birds initially. Or looking around each other before. These face spirits disguised as birds are flying out your eyes and ears over the city.
Does anyone else feel like a proud parent?
Okay. Three of you make a perception check. Where are you holding up while you're doing this? You staying down on the first tier?
We were chilling out in the
clipped wing.
clipped wing.
Yeah. Okay.
Do we get advantages? They're birds.
Yes, because they all have advantage on
Yeah, they all
perception.
have advantage.
Oh, natural 20! So 25.
Not great.
22.
Okay.
14.
Okay. You're pretty sure, and you are both definitely sure. Over the course of the night, they do not come through. Figures you're looking for, all three of the Cranwells, none of them you see come through. With the birds' keen eyes, you track every person coming through, and no one matches the description.
Okay.
No sign of anyone.
Yeah. Perhaps we're wasting our time then.
Potentially because of all the hubbub going on anyway with the councillors. No one else is going to be making any moves tonight.
Yeah.
That's a good
not.
point.
There are lots of guards about, I'd presume.
I guess if they took out a hit on somebody, they're not gonna bring more attention to themselves this way.
Also a good point. Perhaps we should just go back to the barracks.
Maybe.
Relax tonight and get some rest.
But like that.
I heard we had a heavy night last night.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're saying you stay up for like most of the night? Okay, so it's like say maybe like 3 in the morning by this point? Yeah.
Yeah. As we're heading back up through the tiers, I guess Elyse will just like raise her arm at a certain point and Ron will just
So like takes her arm a little bit like with the momentum and your spirits will return to you. Bleary-eyed and tired, you make your way back through the quiet streets to the barracks with the sun door. Creak them open, enter, and those of you who wish to rest, do so.
Please. Head on upstairs. Crash back in the room.
Yeah. Morning comes to you all, as does rest.
get up for a Boblem breakfast.
Yeah.
Is there a Boblem breakfast?
Boblem is definitely making breakfast.
What's on the menu?
Eggs and bread.
Nice.
He made the bread himself.
A little bit of flour in his tea.
Yeah. There's sunflower seeds in it.
Vanden doesn't come down straight away. I'm just gonna stay upstairs for a bit.
Elyse climbs in through the window. And sits down to eat. And Rana flies in a minute after. A moment after, rather.
Something smells really good.
Thank you.
It usually does.
Thanks. I've decided to make some sunflower seed bread and some eggs.
Looks amazing, Boblem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe one of these days you should take a rest and like have someone cook for you.
Wow. Do any of y'all know how to cook?
I can a bit. No, not nearly as good as you, but
Kind of her.
No, we never cooked.
I can teach you guys if any of you would be interested.
Yeah, I would.
That'd be nice.
Maybe we can start growing some vegetables in the little patch outside.
Yeah, we can.
that'd be really nice.
Maybe Vanden will eat them this time.
We ate them yesterday.
I know, that's the
Very
strange.
Isn't he?
Speaking of Vanden,
Yes.
yes. I wonder if it's a good idea to address the elephant in the room.
I think that's a good idea.
The wings or the death?
The death is definitely upsetting me.
Me too.
He's clearly not going to remember the thing with the wings, but
He needs to know at least.
he should know.
I'd like
Even if
to,
he's not going to believe it.
yeah, I'd like to know if I died at least.
I wonder if there's any part of the evening that he remembers. We can find out. Just ask. I have an idea.
I wonder how much it is that he's not remembering, or
I guess it's hard to remember.
Because he said he didn't remember the Weeping Eye fight as well. Do you think there's other
Maybe.
stuff he's forgotten?
Well, he wouldn't know.
while we've been, yeah.
But if there's gaps in his memory, maybe we can narrow it down to what's causing his memory loss. You said there were markings on his back.
Yes. Arcane in nature.
Do you know what they were?
Can't really figure out what they do. We'd have to study it.
Right. I don't think he'd be open for that.
But I think if I got the right book, I could maybe have a read.
You hear him coming downstairs at this point. He's heading out to the courtyard with the big sword.
Breakfast!
Breakfast. Bob's cooked.
Right.
would you please join us?
Yes.
Sariel says, "Good morning, Vanden," in Celestial.
Excuse me?
She looks genuinely upset.
What language was that?
I don't know, I'd hope that you would recognise it.
No. I mean, I think I heard priest in the cathedral speak something similar.
Did you understand what she said?
No. I don't speak that language, I only speak common and Orcish.
Here's some breakfast for you anyway.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Thank you. What's going on?
What are you slow? Did you close the door?
We wanted to talk to you about that night that you don't remember at the ball.
Okay. Go for it.
You died, Vanden.
What?
You got run through and thrown off the balcony.
She stabbed you and
You
threw you off
collapsed.
the balcony.
We saw you go down and it was horrifying.
I didn't die, I'm here. I've taken blows before.
And we're all saying it.
As they say this, you do feel sharp pain in your gut.
And last night, for example, we discussed how Astra, you got cut down and bloody Melora brought you back. You can get cut down and come back.
Well, maybe Bahamut did the same for me.
Don't know if it was Bahamut.
No.
But you're here and that's important. And I just thought you should know that's what happened to you.
Right. Was that all?
You had a lot of blood all over your back.
Well, sorry you all had to witness that.
Don't be.
It's not your fault.
I mean, really, it's better we were there.
Yeah.
Exactly. And yeah, we just want to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Because Vanden, we can't lose you again.
Or anyone here. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Understood. Sorry, I'm not feeling particularly hungry. Fine. Well, I did plan on dying.
We're not upset with you.
I guess it's just compounded with the fact that you don't remember what happened. It's confusing and
Told you before, I've had this problem my entire life.
I know.
Is anything else from travelling together, aside from the Weeping Ice White?
Are there any gaps since you've been travelling with us other than that?
Small moments, but nothing. I'm not missing any significant time. I mean, it's hard to say a month down the line. You don't remember everything every day, do you?
But any other significant gaps like that?
Not that I can think of.
Was there a particular moment in the Weeping Eye fight where you stopped remembering from?
I was looking at that giant knoll in the dark. I don't know. It scared me a bit.
The knoll, or?
Reminded me of the siege.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I figured...
Maybe it's your body trying to protect you a bit, wasn't it?
Exactly. You said to me before, Sariel, that minds do this as kindness to make you forget things.
Something they also do is when you're ready to face those memories, they start bringing them back to you.
Well, I don't know what to say.
We're not trying to attack you with this, Vanden. We just wanted to talk to you and let you know and try and
I'm talking, aren't I?
I'm trying to help you. Please don't snap at me.
Sorry.
You're a friend and we care for you a lot.
And I'm sure everyone here would agree that we would hate it if there were certain things you'd forgotten about all our time together.
Well, I'm telling you that I remember, okay? I just don't remember that fight and I don't remember...
I'm not trying to... Like Astra said, we're not trying to attack you. We just wanted to let you know that... Like you said to me, right? You do remember that, right?
Yes,
When we spoke.
I do.
That we need to support one another and that we're better together.
I remember. I remember that. Don't worry.
We just want to know how best to help you.
And if going forward you could let us know, I don't remember how we got here or how this happened, then we can keep an eye out. We can try and help or just be there to fill in the gaps for you. Because it must be confusing to try to keep track of this all on your own.
Yeah, I know it's not the same, but I know what it's like to have a gap in your memory and
Me too.
be scared of what you did in that time.
Yeah, I hate it. Do you have any idea how stupid I feel?
It's not...
We're not calling you stupid.
You're not doing this at will.
How ashamed I am of this.
There's nothing to be ashamed of.
You might feel differently. There's so much of my life that I can't remember. There's so many things I've done that I can't remember, and I'm sure you can understand that it's not particularly easy to talk about.
I understand that.
Of course. But I think that the things we speak about, when we acknowledge them, we have power over them. But if we don't speak about them, they have power over us. Would rather be able to help you.
Well, it's obvious to me that you've come from a place where you can say whatever you want.
That's not
You don't have to watch what you're saying.
Yeah, I guess.
That doesn't make his words any less true. Because you're around friends now.
No one else here makes your choices for you.
I can't help where I grew up. Neither can you. But we can help how we decide to let it.
What would you do? What would you suggest? I don't know. If this could be fixed, then surely someone would have done it for me at some point in my life so far.
We don't know because we don't know enough about it, but maybe there's things we can try. There's so many people here with different abilities. You never know.
If you'll let us.
And if not, then we can just be there for you.
Because ultimately, Vanden, we're saying this, it's coming from a place of love, because so many of us have lost so many people we can't bear to lose anymore.
You said to me that the 5 of us were all you had left, right?
You are.
I think there might be a lot of people here who feel a similar way. We're just trying to support one another, right?
I'd let you help me if I had any idea.
Well, that's something to think about.
You should try and get some food in you at least. You were so hungry yesterday.
You're not hungry now.
You don't need to be ashamed around us.
I'll try.
Right, well. I've got a gardener to attend to.
I'll have to clean up the kitchen.
Hurries out. Do you want some help, Boblem?
If you want to, I'd appreciate it.
I'd like to go read.
Need to work a few things out. Stand up and pick up the sword again. And go outside to hit some things.
You're both on Astra and Vanden on opposite ends of the courtyard. Astra in his corner with the little flower bed, and Vanden off on the other side.
Elyse is gonna get up, send Rana flying out the window to just like perch on the wall, and then go out towards the garden where Astra is.
Mm-hmm. There's a good 60 feet between both ends of the garden, so it's pretty private. Sorry, both ends of the courtyard.
Yeah.
The garden's really nice.
Thank you.
Astra,
Yes?
I don't think I haven't noticed you've been off with me. And only me. Is everything okay? Did I do something?
He sits down from where he was like sort of semi-squatting over, like to do the garden, and just leans back on his hand and looks up at you. Just yes.
What did I do?
It just upset me a lot the other night when you were making a joke out of throwing all of the stuff out of the bag everywhere, and
Was that what it was?
yes,
Okay.
and I know it seems ridiculous, but it genuinely upset me.
She looks a little bit surprised. Then I'm sorry, I didn't realise but that's not an excuse. Sorry.
I know. I know you didn't realise.
Back home that would have just been like the funniest thing ever. I'm so sorry. I guess I'm still getting used to being around different people. I thought I was doing better, but
I think we all need
maybe
to
not.
get used to each other still.
Maybe.
His tail taps your foot.
Smells a little bit.
I'm not angry, it just upset me, and I didn't know how to deal with that.
That's fine. Then I won't do it again.
Appreciate it.
You're sat on the floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
She sits down next to you. Look, I spoke to Vanden the other day. About a lot of things, but partly I have been finding it very difficult adjusting to this and everything that's happened, and I'm not used to. You're just a very like open and trusting person, and that's kind of the opposite of what I'm used to.
I had feelings about that.
I've always been an outsider to an extent, like almost everywhere. And there was only one place and one group of people where I wasn't that. And even within there, it's complicated, but even though we're so different from each other, I feel like you were the first person in this group I actually connected with, and I couldn't stand the thought that you were angry with me.
I was on my own for over a year, you know, before I ran into you lot.
Really?
Mm.
Why? Just travelling on your own, or?
Travelling. Felt like I had a reason to be with you though. All of you. And so I stuck with it.
I kind of felt like it was forced upon me. Not that I didn't like you guys, it was just obviously.
Oh no, you tried plenty of times to get rid of us.
It wasn't because I didn't like you. I had my reasons.
I know, everyone's got reasons for everything.
I was so certain I would find that airship just there, not destroyed, complete, with everyone in it, and just be able to leave. I think I just convinced myself because I wanted it to be true, even though obviously
There's no obvious about it.
I woke up with like broken splinters of wood around me. Why would I have thought that?
Hope.
I guess.
I know we're not the people you travelled with before, but in the here and now, I've always had your back.
Yeah.
I always will.
You've done so much for me. Even when you didn't really know what it meant, like staying with me in the temple and messaging Kalev.
I'm sorry that didn't get through.
It's okay. I mean, Arrakis is a city with the most prestigious mage college. Obviously, if they have a prisoner who's a powerful mage, they're gonna prevent someone from sending him messages, but I was also worried that he didn't want a message from me.
Oh,
Or via someone else from me.
I don't think he'd be able to block it just from that. He'd have to at least listen to it. He just wouldn't respond. Is your family?
He's my, I'm like his protege. And so much more, but him and the captain, his wife, trained me and raised me and taught me to be just like them, which I thought I was. But now I doubt that.
You're still young. You're allowed to make mistakes. It's how you learn.
I don't think he'd say it that way.
Then maybe he should make a few.
He's made plenty.
There you go. And from those, he learned.
There's tears stinging at the corners of her eyes and she's trying very hard for you to not see them. I can't stand it. I can't stand that it was my fault.
The airship?
The airship. And maybe more. This whole thing with Vanden's memory keeps making me think about it. It's obviously not the same. It's just one event, like maybe a few days, fractures and fragments here and there, but I remember being outside the room that I knew the arcane focus was in with Xander and the captain on guard. And then I heard someone calling for me to come in and I thought it was Kalev, so I went in and then I don't remember anything. And then I remember being on the airship and Kenra trying to kill me and and something hitting my back and burning my skin and then seeing Kalev in front of me, the same thing hit him right in the chest and I thought he was dead. And Dragonborn surrounding me.
He puts an arm out as though to hold, like, I'd be like, do you want a hug?
He hesitates. But, yeah, just gradually kind of sinks into it. I really thought I saw him die. And I would never be able to forgive myself. I don't think I can anyway.
Well,
But
if he's not dead, there's nothing to hold yourself against yourself.
the airship's still gone though. My
It is.
home's still gone.
Sometimes home's people.
Well, yes. But they're not here either.
No.
But you guys are, and started to see that more and more. Not maybe make peace with it, but understand it a bit.
We're there for you, okay? Trust that and trust us. I like cookies. That's a treat.
Other end of the courtyard, and it's just like mulling.
I like this tableau of foreground versus background.
These two background was just.
Over the next few days, is anyone doing anything in particular?
I will come into the common room at some point and be like, I would like to go to the bookshop. Bookshop?
I actually have cause to go to a bookshop, so...
Alright.
Always want to go to a bookshop.
Astra, you said you only read one book, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll get you another book.
Oh, okay.
Boblem?
I think I'll stay with the garden.
Are you sure? You should come to the bookshop.
Why not?
Okay, I'll go to the bookshop then.
Oh, that reminds me. She takes out the poetry book from her pouch. I've read it like 25 times now. It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
But, dear God, please take it back. I'm going to buy something new. I really enjoyed it, thank you.
I'm gonna flick through it. Has Elyse scribbled in my poetry book?
No, she's not scribbled in it.
Okay. He
But
doesn't say anything. He just flicks through it and
But she
puts it
does.
aside.
But she does just kind of lean over and whisper like, I like to love poems too.
Vanden goes pink. Shut up.
No!
Shall we go?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. You find your way to the Song and Scroll, in a small alleyway between a few buildings. You almost missed the entrance if it wasn't for like the hand-painted sign over the arched doorway, and the sounds of music and singing spilling out from inside, which instantly, Astra, your ears prick up. You push the door open, it creaks open. Everything is clean, dusted, and well kept. Inside is just a maze of books, scrolls, and maps from floor to ceiling. There's just like a thin little walkway to guide you around the shop. In one of the corners, by the windows, there's a small, cozy, like little reading nook with space for like a couple of people with some like very old, like tattered, like little puffs and cushions and chairs. You hear music coming from towards the back of the shop. Because of the maze of books, you can't really see it immediately.
In we go. In we go. In we go.
You push through and round the corner of his maze, and you see a half-orc gentleman with long black hair, this thick beard, a full tattoo up one arm, and these sort of like dimples in his cheeks, just like bellowing out and singing in like a mixture of common and orcish, just sort of like dipping between the two. And then, hello there! Welcome.
Hello.
You're my first customers today.
You sound amazing.
Yeah, wonderful song.
Thank you. I get a lot of time to practice, and the books absorb some of the echoes. You looking for anything in particular?
Oh, so many things.
I say to Sariel telepathically, we should find something on schools of magic, what they can do, but be quiet about it.
Do I get to reply to that or not?
Nope.
I'll just sort of catch your eye and follow you.
We'll go have a little surreptitious look around the shop.
Elyse goes up to him and just like spiels this list. It's just like, do you have anything on like all these different schools of magic, on airships, on arcane foci, the primordial language, just like arcane artifacts, anything about Auspea?
That's a big list. Yeah, sure, I've got something on Auspeian geography. Let me check. I've got a couple of old textbooks, maybe from some of the Iraqian colleges I can dig up if you like.
Anything. I want to look at all of it.
Great, I'll get that. Airships, foci, I don't know about that, but I'll do my best.
Thank you.
And the rest of yous?
I'm just happy to take a look around.
Of course.
Do you got anything on Melora?
Of course, I've got a few things. The Tale of the Green Knight. And
Yes, please, that one.
Oh, sure. Disappears, sort of like winding through into the mazes as well. And if you're looking around as well.
Yeah.
So, you're looking for similar.
We are both looking for schools of magic.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
One with advantage or separately?
Whichever you prefer.
In the meantime, Dan's like, Boblem, what kind of books do you like to read?
Yeah, you go for it. Do advantage.
Advantage.
I don't know. Didn't really think about coming here to begin with. Anything on potions and plants?
I'll do my best. We got something on herbology.
I mean, like fiction. What fiction books do you like to read?
don't think I've read many, besides the ones my grandparents read to me about princes and princesses.
What was that book?
Just adventures, you know?
Well, then we definitely need to get you some reading material.
Well, which ones do you like?
I could reel off probably 300 books right now.
That's a lot.
Maybe, I don't know, if you haven't read much, maybe some shorter stories or something.
Okay. What?
There's actually, I'll take a look around. I'll find you something.
Okay, I'll trust your judgment on that.
Make an investigation check as well.
Vanden's also going to be just walking around, taking older looking books out and just like smelling them.
Yeah. Oh,
Come on.
Oh, yes.
Yeah!
Natural 20 for us.
okay. You actually round the corner and just nearly got you there, nearly bumped you, and has like a big stack of things in his hand. And do you tell him what you're looking for as well?
No.
Okay.
He finds it.
And just sort of like bustles past you, and you see that he's clearly been like looking for what Elyse was requesting. So it's like you're in the right area. It seems to be all like old, like 20 to 100-year-old like textbooks. All are like bound in uniform red leather, like cracked and spined and dogged, and notes in all of them. A lot of them seem to be like series, but like missing a fair couple of them. But there are sources on many of the schools of magic. Each spine that you see is just this dusty red leather with one like arcane sigil on it.
I will pick out enchantment and transmutation.
Yeah, you're able to take them. They're about probably an inch thick in total. You take the pages sort of like a little bit like dry and brittle, but not like falling out. And you look through, a lot of it's in common, but there are annotations in several other languages. These are like passed down like generation to generation. You see he had a couple like in his hand and is sort of moving through. But yeah, you can grab those couple definitely.
Did you say there was a third school as well?
There is, but I mean, illusion's pretty self-explanatory. These are the two that interest me.
Okay.
So we'll sit and look through them for a bit.
I got a 7.
Okay. You find the Bandit of the West, Lords and Serpents. And those ones that sort of stick out to you. Lords and Serpents seems to be like a collection of short stories. And the Bandit of the West is like a little like pulp novel, essentially.
I'm going to take them both off the shelf.
Okay.
I'm also looking, without asking, for the section on languages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy enough to find. And yeah, you can find basic like guides and walkthroughs of like how to learn these languages, like the basics of. On most of the common languages, you find Draconic, Sylvan, Elvish, Undercommon.
Specifically looking for Undercommon, Abyssal, and Goblinoid.
Yeah, Abyssal you don't find anything.
Okay.
Goblinoid, make an investigation check.
Cool. Don't betray me, guys. That's a natural 1.
Yeah.
Betrayed.
But Undercommon you do find.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can I, when the people are looking for different books and it's just the bookkeeper,
Yeah.
the bookkeeper, the bookshop keeper, Boblem, can he just lean in and ask him, do you have any books on people with wings?
Sure.
You know what those are called?
Well, that depends. There's the Aarakocra from down south. There's
Human looking.
well, they're funny looking folks, sure. Got
No, but
bird faces and talons, but there's yeah, sure. There's stories of angels and such like. Would you like something like that?
yes, of angels and such like.
I think I've got something. There's a sort of trashy novel. It's called Demons and Angels.
Is there anything that's kind of factual rather than fiction?
Let's take a look in the religious section. I'm finding something on Melora for your friends. So yeah.
Okay.
Please accidentally give Boblem smut.
He doesn't have any smut.
Then we leave. Elsewhere.
It has a contact.
If you could please be discreet about it.
Of course. of course, and sort of leads you through and to sort of where a bunch of things are like stacked up, and it seems to be like all old like religious texts, like essentially like Bibles and religious writings, and these and here. There's a couple of things. Take that, and that'll be, yeah. Hand you like one like religious text with like a couple of like scrolls as well, which is sort of like ties onto it, and there's a couple of good accounts of angels and descendants, planetars, those sorts of things.
Okay.
Mighty warriors of myth and legend.
Oh, fascinating. How much is it for this?
Well, we'll see how much everything is all together, and when we get back, if that's easier.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Brings a couple of things back and just puts this stack on the table and has given you your ones discreetly, which you asked for. Here we go: the Tale of the Green Knight, the Book of 1,000 Suns, the Bandit of the West. I think this will get everything you need.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please, my pleasure.
Did you say the Book of 1,000 Suns?
Yeah, it's a bit dog-eared. It's sure.
Does it? She just stares at it. Is it like a similar edition to the one she's seen before?
Yeah, it looks like different artwork on the cover, which is very nicely inked.
Yeah.
But you flip it open, and yeah, you recognise some of the stories from there.
It's my favourite book.
Kind of walks back over and is like,
She's
"Is that
like,
what I think it is. What's playing notes?
the Book of 1,000 Suns. What's the Spain Knights?
What's that?
Okay, never mind. Not what I thought it was.
Well, actually, if you're interested, they're the same book, published under different editions with different names.
Why?
Different audiences, I suppose.
I suppose Ospean Knight sounds more exotic to a Calderan audience.
He's a smart one.
Those literally grimaces.
What is it?
It's a book of Spain folktales.
Yeah, it's it was like all these stories that used to be told orally all throughout Ospeia, and then this author called Aisha Nasir like compiled them all together and added a bunch of new ones.
I read it like 15 times.
I read it like 1,000,000 times.
Okay.
Would I be able to borrow that at some point?
If you want.
My mother's from Ospeia, but she was always skimpy on the details.
Oh, I didn't realise.
I just had a thought, it might be a bit silly, but why don't we get together in the evenings and read something?
Yeah.
That sounds lovely.
I'd love that. I
That's
used to have them read to
delightful.
me. That's how they're meant to be told. I used to have them read to me when I was a kid. How much is this one?
Well, I can tot it up all together or individually if you'd like.
Did you find anything on any of the other stuff I asked about?
Yeah, he brought the textbooks of magic.
Yeah.
That's what he was
Okay.
able to bring.
These as well, what is it all together?
And this.
Let's have a look. So yeah, didn't have anything on Foci or Ashes, but did have on the schools of magic.
Not primordial?
On languages, yeah, brought one on languages as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I forgot that you were going to get. Yeah, you could definitely get a book on the primordial languages as well. All that together, that's a lot. Let's say 25 pieces of gold.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy.
I've got it.
Sir, you sure are generous.
Thank you.
It's just books.
The gift of reading is one that gives and gives and gives.
Speaking of, do you know where the source of book on Abyssal?
No, I wouldn't stock such a thing.
Okay.
I keep my hands clean of things like that. Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
Sort of clears the throat.
No, it's just a scholarly curiosity.
Sure, I'd suppose going to one of the colleges or temples,
Right.
perhaps, but these are mostly second-hand and stuff like that usually gets snatched up by mages for study or is tied into something.
Yeah, I understand.
Thanks for your purchase.
Thank you.
You've made my
you.
day.
Wonderful shop.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What was your name?
Throdak.
Thredak. Thank you for your help.
I'm Vanden Astra. It's lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you. All of you.
You too.
I'll be here most times. If you fancy just sitting and reading, the nook's over there.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'm sure I'll be back when I've burned through all of these and she's just like holding a pile.
Please, enjoy. Enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Passes you the enchantment book and tucks the transmutation one into his own bag.
Tucks it away. Vanden's paying no attention. It's just like
Yeah.
going through the undercommon book already.
Fair.
Turns to look at Cassian, just gives him a brief glance. Later.
Later.
As you head out, you hear the beginning first sounds of music is beginning playing on something. Sounds like maybe like a harp or a lute or something. Potentially.
I make note of the sounds.
You leave the summon scroll.
That was very soft.
So many books.
I will write all these up in the downtime every 2 weeks so you can just read them.
Yeah.
Group storytelling.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
Vanden
just-
will
Tell
give
these stories from us, yeah.
Vanden will give Boblem the 2 like fiction books.
Oh,
Should be fun.
thank you. Thank you for taking the time to look for them.
That's fine. We have a big library back home. I could recommend 100 books out there in an instant, but
Did you read all of them?
I have read a lot of books, yes.
Wow.
You leave the summon scroll. What would you like to do?
I just already got the book open, just sort of
Yeah.
facing it as they walk.
I think we all have some reading to do.
She's put the other books in her bag, but she's like holding the book of the Thousand Suns like, tight to her chest.
We can say over the course of time that you go and collect back your sword.
Yeah.
You go to collect the silvered scimitar, this incredible, beautiful blade which has this gentle but wicked curve. It has no crossguard, but the hilt itself is wrapped with this like beautiful white leather. It has this like opalescent little pommel at the end. The entirety of it shimmers this bright white silver, but also when you hold it up in the light, sparkles with the sort of green and pink and blue of the unicorn horn, which is mirrored in the opal pommel as well. It is incredibly light. That's a +1 scimitar. +1 silvered scimitar.
Nice. Tasty.
Got a perfect name for this. Helios.
Vanden is going to begin privately in his room, flicking through the Undercommon book that I actually stole from the Zombies. And, like, very, very painstakingly translating it word by word onto pieces of parchment.
Fair.
Get, like, 1 paragraph down after, like, a whole day.
Fair. Okay. We'll do some continued intelligence checks. If you make one right now.
15.
Okay. If you just note that down somewhere. With
Yeah.
your first one. Okay. Long process,
Yeah.
but yeah, we can work on it over time.
Brilliant.
By now, as Astra's been learning Draconic for about a month, we've got some like conversational down.
Yay! You could speak restaurant Draconic. Terrorist Draconic.
I would like to see the wine list.
Una cerveza, por favor.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Pretty much.
He's trying his hardest.
Elyse she would head up to the roof like she always does.
Yep.
But she's like sitting off the edge with her legs dangling, Rana next to her, and she initially will just read, like, she's so excited, she reads just like one of the stories from the Book of 1,000 Suns, and before setting it aside and getting right into the primordial book first.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll write up everything so that on downtime for the next session we can
Yeah.
have all the results of that back. Okay.
I imagine during downtime we all kind of read the books that we
Yeah.
have. No?
If you wish, yeah.
Yeah. Cassian will probably read with Sariel for a while.
Yeah.
I assume that we will compare notes. But of an evening, we'll go and find Vanden in whichever room he may be in, war room or his own room.
He's in his own room when he's not trying to sleep.
Okay, cool. Just gives a knock on the door.
Come in.
Evening.
Hurry away the stuff that I'm stolen from his office. He feels very bad.
Oh, sorry if I'm interrupting.
No, it's fine.
I thought that because
Out with it.
you don't remember the ball, but it means you don't remember any of the festivities. Like, bad stuff aside, you don't remember the fun parts of it. And I wanted to ask you if you would have a dance with me. We didn't get to.
Oh, okay. In silence? I mean, I don't mind.
I have it handled. Take out a seashell and put it down and just flick the rest of it.
Sort of haunting melody, like comes out, and you see this like dust of like almost like glittering sand, like dissipate into the air before, just in the corner of your ear, you can just hear this like beautiful, like a soft melody, a woman's voice.
Madame Nostrada. I rolled on her before.
Yes.
Yes. Huh. Okay.
It's just a little enchantment from home.
Sure, we can, Vanden goes a bit red.
Cellos and violins seep in, but just the undertones of them.
We can dance.
He leads.
So stiffly puts a hand on your shoulder. It's kind of awkward about it.
He dances with you for a while and looks quite pleased with himself for a little bit, and then his expression kind of furrows and gets lost in thought over time until he's not doing the steps right anymore.
Vanden just stops moving and still holding on to you and just... You still in there?
Yes, just... I have a lot to think about. How to put this? I have lived a very long life already, Vanden. And I have never had to think about my actions. And what may come of them. Being around all of you, standing in the light of that big sun outside, I turn around and I see how very large my shadow is.
I'll be honest, I don't understand how you can just stand aside when we're helping people.
It doesn't feel right. Not that I disagree with what you're doing, but something about who I am, who I have been.
What do you believe in, Cassian? Anything?
I don't know. There... Lothmere. We spoke to him at the ball. And he had some severe views about what to do with the poor on the lower tiers. And to play along and gain his ear, I agreed with him. I knew I was manipulating him, that I was faking it, but I can't hide the fact that a month ago, that would have been genuine agreement. There is a version of me that would thrive in this city, and I hate him now.
Well, he's gone. That's not you now.
But in so many ways it is. He just kind of grips tighter where he's holding you.
Cassian,
Vanden.
this is uncomfortable. You can easily change your shadow by just moving on.
It's hard to deal with guilt when you've barely felt it before. It's difficult to see everyone shine so brightly. It's been on my mind since we got here.
Every day is another opportunity to be a better person, including starting right now. Stop standing aside and be the person that I know you can be.
You have such a strange way of expressing faith. He just gives you a kiss on the cheek and leaves. Or goes to leave.
I'm gonna grab your wrist.
He stops. Yes.
Don't go. Please.
What would you have me do?
I don't know. It was easier when you didn't like me.
I agree.
We could just yell at each other sometimes. Might be easier.
I'm sure it would get out a lot of anger on both sides. I have to admit, I don't think it was ever truly hatred.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't have the words for it.
Then what? Try and say it. I'm gonna position myself carefully between Cassian and the door.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know.
Wasn't I so curious all of a sudden now that you've got me like this? I don't like to be vulnerable.
I know.
Great. That's why I don't talk about these things a lot. It's like being able to recognize something of yourself in someone else, and I'm not sure how you feel about it.
I see it too. When I first met you, you represented everything that I hated about Mirror Tale.
That's fair. This is pretty fucked up, isn't it? I guess I just never thought to look down.
I feel like you did plenty of looking down.
In a way. There's a fair few people back there, if they really knew my face, I'm sure they would be apt to kill me.
Well, as far as I see it, you should never look down on anyone unless you're helping them up.
Very noble sentiment.
And take your hand,
Mm-hmm.
turn the palm up so I can see it. You scared the hell out of me.
What?
And I don't know why. And I'm just going to kiss your palm. Very gently.
It's infuriating that I don't understand this, and I'm just gonna grab your cheeks and kiss you!
He kisses you back straight away this time.
Oh. Fade to black.
I don't think that's that yet! He'll stay as long as you ask him to.
Over the next few days, you see that the city is in turmoil. No one really knows what is happening besides that Governor Beret Zar, the Vice Governor, the Overseer General, Lady Ashani, and Lord Councillor Yul Lothmere were all brought to the Temple of Bahamut for interrogation and questioning. Everything is up in the air, and what you're able to gain from people you meet out in the street, neighbours, tavern owners, people in the market, it's all just confusion. Words like corruption and infiltration are thrown around, but all these interrogations are behind locked doors. It's about 3 days before you're even able to, if you wish to, hear from Haitius Valentinian, as he's been so caught up with everything. But you do get a missive from him after a few days that he would like to see you at some point.
We should see him.
That seems appropriate.
Things are tense.
We will go and speak to Valentinian.
Okay. Okay.
Oh man.
Oh man.
You get there, and the judicial offices are just a frenzy. There are people running around, like delivering papers to one another, people having arguments in offices. You see a number of the priests of Bahamut there. You don't see Sonia.
I didn't ask.
She asked about you.
She'll hear about that.
No one will remember this.
Yeah. You have to wait a little while, but you are shown up to Valentinian, who welcomes you in and just looks exhausted. Papers are everywhere. There are things like stuck up on sides of walls. You see one of the priests is in there at the moment, like just waiting with him. Come in, come on.
You look exhausted.
I barely slept, and at my age that's not good.
Quite the talk about town.
Quite.
There's an awful lot of commotion.
I'm sure you know that Jar Lothmuir had been brought in for questioning.
Yeah.
I'm joined today by the priests of Bahamut, who will be sitting with us. Given the circumstances.
Are they in the room with us?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, this looks
witness.
very uncomfortable then.
Yeah.
Hello.
Greetings. Given the circumstances, the corruption rife in the upper echelons of the government, it's necessary they sit in with us.
Of course.
Understandable.
There's not so much I can disclose to you right now. Doors are still closed. It has moved beyond an interrogation. A trial is ongoing. The election is up in the air. Currently, a deputy to the Vice Lady Ashani is monitoring things from an administrative perspective until the trial is over. But what happens further remains to be seen. My seat in candidacy remains, but everyone, as you see, is under investigation. The Temple of Bahamut, the Seekers of Truth and Justice, are taking this rather seriously, as they should. Now, I fear I've not been able to devote any energy to the Cranwells and their connection to, well, if possible, to the murders on the lower tiers.
Understandable.
I have had missive dispatched, and should it be required, if anything is proven, the forces of Ursa Volantis will be at the disposal of the city. 3 riders, should they be needed, but I hope it doesn't come to that. Have you been able to gather any evidence in the past few days?
I'm afraid not. We've spent some time down in the lower tiers, but nothing, unfortunately. I mean, it's for the best that nothing's happened.
Yeah.
We didn't want to interrupt with whatever search you might have been conducting. But our time could be better spent handing out food, meanwhile keeping a watch on the people down there.
Exactly.
I'm sure that provided great assistance. Well, I'm pleased to report that the city has decided to give you sanction to investigate, should you wish.
Well,
Thank you.
greatly appreciated.
Priestess Warden, considering your involvement in the exposure of evidence regarding matters discussed and matters at trial, this liberty has been authorized. This has been kept in closed circles so that suspects have not been alerted. We wish for this to remain the way. You have sanction to investigate. Should any evidence be brought forth, you can bring that forth to us. This is not remit to go burning and ransacking around the city. You're expected to abide by the city's laws.
Of course.
Investigate. Of course, if you are set upon put in a deadly situation, you are of course expected to defend yourselves, but willful violence and destruction is not the name of the game.
Of course.
Should the evidence come together, we want to bring these people to justice. The people of Shadebourne deserve justice.
That they do.
3 children of financiers dead does nothing. We need a confession of guilt. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
We need them alive.
Yes.
We can do that.
We can be pretty persuasive too.
But this does not need to happen all at once. Investigate, research, be discreet. Of course, if situations change, you want to be set upon. Ensure the safety of yourself, of civilians around, and preferably the survival of the suspects. How would you wish to go about this?
I guess finding that contract.
That would prove something.
Aye, that would certainly tie something in. I don't know how we'd have proof of lycanthropy or but whatever you can find.
Would it be an idea for us to patrol the first year? See if we can catch them in the act at some point, maybe?
Yeah, we'd thought about trying that already, but
I've upped the number of guards you may have seen. Moved them down from the higher tiers. The attacks have always happened on the moon. Reports we've gathered have indicated that on the moon there tends to be more than one. On days off the moon, it seems to be lone figure.
So we could be dealing with more than one of them.
I suppose.
A whole
Thought about
family
that
of
for a while.
werewolves.
yeah.
Is it potentially worth bringing people up from those tiers? You said it yourself when you came to visit where we're staying. There's room there for 100.
And there's plenty more barracks like that, aren't there?
A mass exodus like that of thousands, we couldn't move 15,000 people so quickly.
I guess also they would know something was up, wouldn't they?
If we alert the suspects as to our intentions, they may board it up. They strike by night.
We'll just have to try and be as quick and efficient as possible. Avoid any more people dying.
We know what we're doing. We just need to find their information. We just don't know what that information is yet. But I know that between us, we're capable of extracting and finding information.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're subtle about it. We
Yeah.
look for information.
Yeah.
And then we can make a solid plan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We know what we're doing here.
Do what you can. Investigate. I've been around. I know what a mage looks like and what someone capable looks like, and I've no doubt you can be subtle. Bring me back the evidence.
We will.
Bring me back a confession if you can.
We'll do our best.
Thank you.
In your opinion, if the house has a copy of the contract and the mercenaries have a copy of the contract, what would be the safer option to try and infiltrate, retrieve one? Mercenaries, yes, they have the numbers, but do they have the loyalty?
If I were a gambling man, and I am not, my dear husband is, and I am sure that he would put money on the house being a safer bet.
Sounds reasonable.
The priest sort of like nods and the city and the temple are aware of these proceedings. Should you not wish to go forward with this, there are other routes we are considering undertaking. Although a forceful search and extraction is not the route we wish to go down.
I believe we're interested in undertaking this.
We did bring it to you, so.
It'd be nice to see it through to the end.
Yes.
Well then, do the city proud.
We'll try.
That I know you will.
We'll speak to you again. Hopefully with information.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Get to the rest if you can.
Oh, that's not happening. Hopefully I'll be in better spirits next time. Pours himself a tea and just sort of...
I am once again saying goodbye in Dwarven. I'm going to use this item as much as I can.
Nice!
So we leave Valentini's office and we're in the war room. Vanden lays out just 3 blank pieces of paper ready to make notes on. You lot are used to this by now. I think I have an idea.
Yeah?
Oh?
These Cranwells,
Yes?
rivals of the Zalvirs.
Mm-hmm.
The Zalvirs seemed reasonably happy to be hosting me. We get ourselves an invitation straight in their front door.
I mean, yeah, it seems like in the city, your name carries a lot of weight. You should take advantage of that.
An invitation to the Cromwell's door.
Yes, straight inside their house.
How are we gonna get this?
Simply ask.
I simply write them a letter.
Oh.
See if they'll dine with us. And
Should it be all of us? Do we want them to see all of our faces?
doesn't have to be, but it would be the easiest way to get everybody inside.
We wouldn't want you to go on your own.
I'm not suggesting he goes on his own, but some of us could be in disguise.
I don't know, I think they should know what we look like.
They potentially saw us all together anyway at the ball.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
We were there with the Zalvirs. We have a few things to discuss with them. Put the Zalvirs in their place. You know.
I'm sure they'd go for that.
Oh, the rivalry angle.
And once we're inside, well, we already have the upper hand. We can seek information.
Yeah.
You can turn invisible, you can use your familiars. We've done this.
Do you have any more of your shells left over?
I always have some.
Any that we could leave behind?
Of course.
Leaving shells behind.
I should go get more at some point.
What do they do?
Just ears.
Shells are ears.
These ones are.
Like Astra's?
Not Astros. But some shells. We hear the ocean in them. Sometimes the ocean hears back.
Thank you, I hate that.
It's fascinating.
That's cool.
I mean, there's also forms of magic that can persuade people to tell the truth or to follow you and go straight to Valentinian. But we might have to get them isolated in order to make that work.
We use everything in our arsenal.
Yeah.
I might be able to listen to their thoughts.
That would be something. We wouldn't alert them, would we? Because if we charm people, they're alerted that they're charmed after it runs out, or if it doesn't
not
work on them.
If we can find any physical evidence as well, that would
Yeah.
That's
much
the
better
main
tie
thing.
it to them rather than just hearsay,
Yeah.
because it's our word against theirs.
We need that contract.
We do.
Which will surely be inside their house.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And if not, you can simply persuade them with magic to tell you where it is,
Yeah,
and then we obtain it.
there's so many different options. Might it be worth, before we attend this formal dinner, doing a little bit of scouting of our own with the familiars, just so we know a bit of the layout first?
I feel they may grow suspicious if they see creatures flying around.
And we have no idea what kind of senses these people have.
I just don't like going straight into their house unknowing of anything.
Once you're inside, we could send a couple of familiars around to get the layout, but
Take a risk once in a while.
I'll get drafting up a letter then, shall I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What do you say?
I essentially, in formal language that Vanden would know but I do not, invite myself to their house. Insinuate that I want to discuss trade business.
Okay. Trade of what?
Alcohol. We learned that at Boblem.
Yes.
And
Which we would have told you.
yes, and
Relevant to the plan.
sort of vaguely mention and trade business regarding the Zalvirs, sort of suggesting that we have some dirt that we want to dish. And say that perhaps we'd like to do it in the next night or so if they're accommodating, which of course I'm sure they are. They seem like wonderful people. And I will seal it with wax with the emblem on my signet ring to make sure it...
Okay. So you're seeing with your name as well?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Make a persuasion check.
Oh good.
With advantage?
That's a natural 20. Yay! That is 26.
Prince Regent Vanden du Argenfort. We would be most delighted to welcome you at our humblest of abodes. We would love to have you for dinner.
They would.
Hannibal.
Belladonna Cranwell.
Mans chose those words carefully, huh? Absolute snack.
I don't like it.
There is nothing vegetarian at this table.
How long does it take for that to come back?
A whole 2 days.
So we get this letter.
Sorry?
We get this invitation.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
So that in between time we're probably doing a little bit more research together.
Yeah,
Just kind of
we're gonna
quietly off to one side.
go hidey hole.
I'll also be doing research on the books I picked up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Elyse will be doing more of her reading and stuff.
I'm gonna come knock on Boblem's door.
Come in.
Hello.
Hello.
So, I mentioned that I might be able to do that spell to see people's thoughts. I've been sort of thinking about it for a while, but I've never done it, and I wanted to make sure that it would work.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to just do it on people, so would you mind if I do it to you?
No, I'm an open book, man.
Okay. Just means that then you can tell me if you know that I'm doing it or not.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, let's go.
Okay. I cast Detect Thoughts on you.
Okay. So you're choosing to fail.
It's just for the
Okay.
to begin with. I would be able to sense his the thoughts of it.
Yeah.
Of you, the initial surface thoughts. So like, what's on your mind at the moment?
Yeah.
And then I can shift it into you have to make a whiz save, but.
So yeah, what would your surface thoughts be?
I don't know. Wonder what I'm making for dinner tonight.
Okay. Make a whiz 14 save for me.
I don't feel like I'm in danger. This 17.
Nice. You're fine. I can't get any further and it stops.
Okay. Does it feel like anything to me?
It feels like notes of music that you hear just like the corner of your mind, and it gets like closer and closer in. It's like a sort of like a warm blanket being pulled over your head, but then you recognise that this is not right and this should not be happening. You concentrate and it just dissipates. You know, it's not harmful. It's just testing things out.
Well, definitely felt that.
Oh. Okay.
Good try though.
I think you should make bread for tonight as well, by the way. That's really good.
Ow. Yeah, I will. Forgot you could hear that.
Okay, well at least we know now that they can feel it, so there's no point in me trying that on them.
Yeah. Good that you tried it though.
Yeah.
Really smart of you.
Never done it before, so I just wanted to see. So thank you for letting me do that.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay.
Bumbles off.
Goes on to make bread.
Okay. Is there anything else you're doing in the downtime?
At some point, Elyse would go and knock on Cassian's door.
Come in.
The door. Just kind of stands there with her arms folded.
It's like probably reading or something.
So Cassian,
So Elyse,
no focus?
I'm focused on the book right now.
Oh my god. I noticed you haven't been using your wand
Right.
in battle.
Yes, I threw it off the ship after the dragon attacked us.
Uh-huh. I saw the magic coming out of your henna during the battle.
Yes.
I'm just curious. You know me.
Put it down. It's always really been through the paste, I suppose. The symbols on my hands.
Can I see them?
That's why I do them in the shape. You have conjuration and evocation,
I recognise part of that.
abjuration and necromancy.
I don't know those ones.
The wand was just a test, I suppose. Magic didn't really flow through it
Oh,
as well as it should have. So, back to hands.
interesting. So, were you trying to make yourself more powerful with the wand, or?
Something like that? I don't know. Just... Most people cast through something physical.
Yeah.
Didn't want to give any reasons to be outwardly just distrusting.
Why would that be untrustworthy?
Lots of strange magic uses in this world.
Yeah.
Don't know, I just thought it seemed more friendly.
I can see that.
This is better though. Feels more me.
It seems like you're more powerful like this.
It's a good connection to things. Do you know where the designs come from?
Do you mean the arcane symbols or the?
No, the henna itself.
Do I?
Make a history check.
18?
18, sadly not.
Oh.
This is pretty niche to
Okay.
people outside of a certain area. You know that by now they're fairly widespread and they're seen across a few cultures, but you don't know where they originated.
I did used to see some people back home with them. I never really thought about it as being like a specific thing. I don't know where it comes from particularly.
Where my father is from, Alfin.
Ah.
They cannot see the moon. So, sailors tracked courses by the stars. And it was easy enough to hold up a hand and chart a course down your arm. And
That's
then
amazing.
they started to do it in ornate designs, give it a little bit of personality. When it spread back to the mainland, the locals thought, that's interesting, I'll give it a go. And it just became
A trend.
a trend. It became a culture. Became something that was taught to me when I was younger.
You look beautiful. I don't think I've ever said that to you.
Thank you.
So your father's from this Alfine,
Yes.
and your mother's from Ospeia?
Yes. They met in Valentstadt.
Huh.
No! In Valentstadt, perchance.
I was just thinking the same way.
Okay.
Had Elyse heard of Alfine before there was like the urn or something at the Zovia's
Yeah,
house?
definitely. It's another of the continent, so you'd have
She's
heard of it. Yeah, you know of Caldera, Thessaboel, Alfine, and Ospeia. You know that apparently there's another continent on the other side of the globe, but it's so far away that it's impossible to reach, even by airship.
Yeah.
Just the journey is so magnanimous, you could not reach it.
And has anyone she knows been to Alfine that she knows of?
Perhaps that's. Can we step aside?
Well, I guess I'm not the only one who's technically from far away.
I mean, I was born here, so
Yeah.
just have a rich history, I suppose.
It's interesting. People from two different worlds
Yes.
coming together.
They certainly built a nice life for themselves.
When we left Miratel, you seemed, I don't know, not so happy.
I don't want to talk about it.
Maybe that was the wrong way to begin it. I'm trying to say that I can see how you've changed while we've all been on the road. It's a good thing.
Seems to be a theme at the moment. Not sure how I feel about everything.
Me neither.
Isn't it fun? Just not knowing anything?
I hate it so much.
I hate it, Elyse.
Ah.
It's exciting, but the uncertainty is frightening.
Terrifying.
Yes. But as a group, we have survived strange things.
That we have.
And I'm sure you survived strange things long ago too.
Yep. Been doing this for a long time. That might not mean much to someone
No.
like you. But magic and adventuring have been part of my life for forever. For me.
That sounds
Not
nice.
you. When were you first able to cast magic?
Some 20 years or so back.
Really?
Oh,
Only that short?
aside from I knew one spell for a very long time.
Yeah.
Perks of being an elf, I suppose. Only really decided to pick magic up recently.
You know when you said to be careful, and
Yes.
I said I know what I'm doing.
Yes.
I wanted to say then, I've been doing this for a really long time, and then I immediately realised he's a fucking elf, Elyse. It's not going to mean anything to him. But I've been able to cast magic in some form since before I could even speak. I know this.
It's in your blood. It's not that focus that you carry around with you as imperative it is. It's you.
You know how you asked me, well, you said something about it being violent and destructive.
Sometimes, yes.
It never feels like that to me. I know that that's the result in the outer world. But it's just I said it was understanding, is that, but it's more than that, it's... I feel so happy when I'm casting.
I'm not going to tell you you're wrong, to each their own. I like being at the bottom of the sea. People are different. Magic is different.
Yeah.
You can be proud of who you are.
I'm really happy to have met a caster like you. I don't think I've ever met someone who casts like you do before.
I would hope I'm the only one. Yes, well, I'm sure you're pretty unique yourself.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You used to be a lot more like me.
Maybe there still are.
No.
Then I'm sorry.
It is what it is, I guess. But I've always enjoyed learning more about other people's magic and the way different people cast. So if you ever wanted to practice together or anything.
I'm not opposed to it. Yes, Elyse, we can practice spells together.
Cool, okay. I'll leave you to your whatever. When she leaves.
I'm going to find Sariel at some point in those couple of days as well.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere private.
Hello, you.
Hi. I'm just going to get straight to it. When I woke up the morning after the ball, I was wearing my signet ring and you weren't.
Yes.
And all of your scars were exposed and I don't know what happened and I'm already sorry.
It's alright. You needed it more than I did.
You're okay with everyone knowing?
It was bound to come out at some time.
Right. Are you okay?
There's a sort of heartbreak in her eyes. Are you okay?
Confused?
I'm sure.
A little bit afraid, but no more than I am of what we're about to try and do with potentially 3 werewolves and the fact that we're shaking up an entire city and, you know, everything we do is a bit out there.
We've killed a dragon. We've wiped out 2/3 of a military barracks.
No, of course, we would never do that. Yeah, I guess you haven't seemed yourself since the ball, so I thought I'd check in on you because we're friends and
I know you don't remember it, and I know that we've been through it together as a group, but
it is quite isolating actually.
I genuinely thought that we'd lost you that night. I saw the light leave your eyes. And that's a sight I never wanted to see again.
I'm sorry that you had to. I'm kind of glad I don't remember dying.
I'm glad you don't either. I can't think what that would do to a person. Just know that if there is anything I can do for you, I want to help you.
I would like to understand. But I don't know how.
We'll figure it out.
If there's anything magic that you wanted to do to me, I would take it.
I have a few ideas, but I think I need to look into things a bit more before I try anything, because I don't want to hurt you.
Either way, I could handle it, so it's...
Well, if this is your giving me permission,
Yeah, yes.
good. I'll remember that. But no, if we do end up trying anything, I'll make sure you're fully aware of what's going on.
Thank you. That's all. If you need this again at any point, you just tell me, okay?
In a way, it's somewhat of a relief that I don't need to hide away anymore. But thank you. It meant a lot that night. I'm not sure if I could have walked down those stairs without it.
Anytime.
So, bumps her shoulder against his.
He flinches away quite hard when you do that.
Sorry.
It's okay.
How's your back feeling?
Hurts.
It's sore, but why? Why would you ask that?
Just things I need to consider. Is it hurting more than usual?
Why are you asking me this?
No reason.
No, why are you asking me this?
Because I want to help you.
I've never mentioned being in any kind of pain before.
I'm sorry I brought it up. You took quite the hit that night.
Right. Well, there are some things I should be doing anyway, so, yes, we can talk about this some other time.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I'll talk to you later. Pat you quickly on the shoulder and I'll escape the room.
Just gonna meditate with that scrying eye for a while.
Downtime finished. You've had a few days and plans are in machination.
Sure are, huh?
What would you like to do?
I guess we would go over some ideas for what we can do at the house.
Yeah,
before
we get that letter back and we'd be back in the war room.
Oh, yeah.
I will tidy up what remains of our formal wear.
Vanden's shirt is burnt, but besides
There are
that,
other shirts.
Yes, there are other things.
Astra will bring you his with his so blood on, just kind of like, can you help with that?
Yes.
Thank you.
Boblem also bring him this. Sorry.
Yeah. Over the course of 2 days, you'll be able to fix that.
So, we have our inn.
We do. That's impressively fast.
Vaguely threatening language.
Yeah. Not sure how I feel about that, but
Did they say it was alright for you to bring all of us?
Oh, I included that in the first letter.
Oh, okay.
Good.
okay.
So,
Plan of attack.
The big bag, the magic
Bag of holding?
Yes.
Yes.
Everything we need in there.
Yeah.
We're going to need rope, we're going to need
Got plenty of that.
our potions, our equipment.
Mm-hmm.
this time, armoured under formal wear.
I don't think I can get away with that subtly.
I can't either.
Just literally a crop top.
But I can wear my, say, leather armor underneath what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
It's just like cape and stuff.
I can hide mine underneath my layers.
Wear what you can, obviously defend yourselves.
Yeah.
Shields in the bag,
Yes.
weapons in the bag.
How about the staff?
In the bag.
In the bag.
In the bag.
I can try and shrink my focus again.
I mean, if you feel like you need to, or just have a pouch with you, it's not quite
No.
going to be the ball.
Yeah. I don't think it matters as much for this.
No.
So I was thinking if we want spies around while we're eating dinner, if you guys send your familiars throughout the house, I can have Rana circling overhead. And if there's any danger, either she can tell me, or if it's something inside the house, I can tell her, and I can tell her to fly and go get Valentinian, or
We should let the
Someone.
authorities know that if that bird comes flying at them,
yes,
they go to the Chrono
exactly.
House.
And yes, in fact, we should let Valentina know that we're going tonight in case
Yes.
anything happens.
Yeah,
Yes.
Perhaps have some form of backup, vaguely situated.
And our distraction is talking about the Zalvirs and business.
Oh,
I
yes.
think we could talk about what's happening in the city and be like, let's not get to business straight away. I want to hear their opinions on everything.
Yeah.
Sure.
See what makes them sweat. In that case, your familiars?
Yeah.
I suppose, as we did before, in the swells, we need to get scope of the house. If they have an office or a safe somewhere they would keep something like that contract,
I can bring back Spider.
that would be perfect.
Yeah. Call him Legs.
That's adorable.
I imagine they wouldn't notice a little spider crawling out of, I don't know, a shoe.
Yeah.
I can send something else as well.
Cool.
What else do we have? Disguises. Cassian, I'm sure they'll have house staff or something if you needed to slip away, and
Easy enough.
I can be invisible.
if you needed to get away, excuse yourself.
Exactly.
I have something prepared that would cause a distraction. People would be unable to accurately perceive anyone except myself.
Interesting.
All eyes on you,
Yes. As it should be.
as it should be.
I can also, when we go in their house, try and detect any magical items or objects in there, which might give your familiars an idea of where to go. Maybe for something, just to see if there's anything else going on. You know.
It could be good.
If, in the unlikely situation, things get violent over dinner, we just attack, yes?
Yes, but don't kill.
Yes.
Non-lethal.
In any case, we should get moving.
Yeah, we can do that.
Dress up nice, everyone.
Again.
You dress up nice, you gear up, prepare yourself. Where are you heading first?
Valentinians. We head in and we tell him our plan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Show him Rana.
Yeah.
Tell him what the signal would be. Like she would fly. I guess is his office like a tower or something? Like would she just
Well,
fly through the window?
It'll be night, so he will be at home.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
He'll be at home.
He tells you that he can have 3 members of Ursa Volantis essentially on ready, like a block away.
Yeah.
What they've prepared is they have enormous wagons which could fit one of the riders in, disguised to look like a timber delivery, park nearby, essentially have bears and riders inside with a
Bear.
with a scout on top, and should they receive a signal, if things go south, they could ride out and close a gap. So they tell you that they will be positioned about a block away.
Perfect. And can they bless holy water for us?
They can. Yeah.
Excellent.
Or like at least a full water skin of water blessed?
Yeah, sure. You could bless the contents of the water jug, but it wouldn't be able to be like the full 8 gallons. or
One
whatever.
jug's worth.
Yes. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can bless the water.
Okay.
It takes a while. It takes like an hour or so as they like do all these complicated funny rituals over it and prayers over it.
Sorry.
This stands quite far back as this
Yeah.
is going on.
We try to put a lid on it.
So then you've got holy water. You've got holy water.
Yes.
Anyone else want holy water?
What would that be like to put on a weapon or something, or to
Or just
throw
chuck.
on them?
Whichever you wish.
I was thinking just
Yeah.
lob it.
If you were putting on a weapon, holy oil would be better.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's being shared around, but it depends on how much there is.
I can't add anything more than my one pouch to my outfit.
I'll add some.
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah, sure.
Suppose we go for dinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just put the jug like underneath the cape.
Okay, yeah,
You
sure.
got the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You walk up the long city road before seeing the gate, which has been outlined to you as the entrance to their residence. You push through the gate and walk up a winding path, flanked by trees on both sides, which, already dark, just completely enshrouds you. You walk up a slight slope and around. You see the estate before you, this two-tiered, black and white majesty of dwarven architecture, two pillars out front. You've seen a sort of compare like Art Deco sort of style. You see sort of like softly illuminated wall panels from behind, magically somehow, with these sort of intricate bar patterns of like crisscrossing and interlacing steel and copper. A figure waits outside who you don't recognise. You see a dwarf in heavy copper plate, which looks burnished and gleaming in the candlelight to the sides of them.
Good evening.
You must be Argent Fall and company.
That's right.
You're being awaited. You enter the estate. You step in, black and white marble tiles, your feet clicking on the floor.
So as we were walking in, Elyse would have just looked up to see that Rana is circling overhead and reporting back to her entrances, exits, windows, guards, everything like that.
Make a perception check with advantage.
Because it's bird.
Bird advantage.
Come on, bird. Oh, nice. Hang on, let me grab her stats.
Well, that's really handy.
Yeah. That is 21.
21, okay. You see what seems to be a mostly L-shaped building as you head in like one far side of it, like the tip of it essentially. You see surrounding it a rock garden and then a long garden which spreads all the way down the length of it. On the other side you see what seems to be like a courtyard and an orchard. Okay?
Okay. So where is that, like in the crook of the L, the courtyard?
So essentially this like goes along like that and then up. So you see the rock garden here,
Okay.
long garden going down there, and then an orchard and courtyard down there.
Okay. Cool.
Alright. You don't see any guards posted outside. Okay?
Okay.
Only the one who greets you and brings you in.
Okay. Any other doors and things that we should take note of?
Well, you can see an entrance to the garden, an entrance to the orchard,
Uh-huh.
so over on that side, and then an entrance to the garden over on this side, okay?
Okay.
You step in, and you see the figure of Belladonna Cranwell in front of you. Tall, high cheekbones, this beautiful hair sort of like falling down to her shoulders. Traces of elvish and dwarvish lineage in her, in this blood red velvet dress which just falls to the floor.
That's how you look.
I saw you at the ball, but I got to say I was disappointed you didn't come to say hello.
It was very disappointing that we didn't get to make introductions. Unfortunately, at the time we had desired to approach you, we were whisked away.
Most unfortunate. Please, welcome to our house.
A pleasure to meet you at last.
Good evening.
Likewise, all of you. Just makes introductions with everyone.
Yeah.
You see on the other side of the room this enormous mirror, gilded and covered in these beautiful swirls and designs. You see hanging above it several heads of creatures. You see what appears to be a wolf, a boar, a lion of some sort, stuffed and mounted. And you see this is all hanging over a large ornate fireplace. To your left, a heavy wooden door. To your right, another. And then just around the corner from where you are, as you stepped in the main entrance, stairs leading up and what appears to be a heavy wood trapdoor in the floor, as if leading to a cellar of some sort. In front of you as well, you see a corridor which leads further down into the house.
What a beautiful home you have.
Thank you. It's been in the family for generations.
We'd be delighted to see more of it.
I'd be happy to show you. Show you the reclining room, the conservatory.
Sounds lovely.
A tour?
Yeah.
Of course, why not?
It's very generous of you to have us here.
Eustachius and Maculata will be joining us for dinner.
Lovely.
Regretfully, our parents are not with us right now. They are elsewhere, on business. Please, let me show you. And takes you through the door to the left.
As we're walking around, gonna use subtle spell to cast detect magic because it lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay.
It's a 30-foot radius, so just have it
30-foot
going as
radius.
we're walking around.
Okay. You send out this ping. Instantly, you've never cast this before, have you?
Mm-mm.
Okay. The various magical objects on the 6 of you light up.
Mm-hmm.
3 pings of light from between Vanden's shoulder blades.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone else have any active effects that they have ongoing right now? Astra's pouch lights up.
Obviously my ring.
Yeah.
Weapons and things.
Yes, yeah, various weapons and.
I guess they're all in the bag.
Arcane
No?
foci.
Yeah, but like I know, like various other things like rings or armor that you have.
Would Astra's shell?
Yeah,
And mine.
yeah.
And what about your henna? Would that light up? Or is it just the sigils? Not enough?
It's like your focus. It's a magical channel in itself.
Yeah.
It's not got a magic spell active on it.
My book would light up.
Yes.
The symbol from Melora, that wouldn't, would it?
No, not inherently magical in itself. Okay. And let me see.
Call out post for us all.
Yeah.
Call out spell.
Only Elyse can see it though.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay. You get So you get a ping, a response from Belladonna Cranwell. As you step into the room, and 2 more things enter your range. Boom, boom. You see 2 large suits of armor.
Okay, good to know. Don't have any way to relay that to anyone.
Do you know a message?
But I have to speak that. I mean, I could whisper it, but I want to wait for a moment where.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's imperceptible.
Can we perceive anything else in this? Like, can we see anything else of note?
Yeah. So you head into this long reclining room. Instantly, you feel as if a bunch of eyes are on you. You see paintings all around the room of the members of the family that you recognise, as well as an older, tall, gaunt, and pale half-elf with black hair tied back in a ponytail, maybe in his 70s looking. You see a female half-dwarf as well, with auburn hair coming down to her collar, and very calm and deliberate. You do see name titles under these, as well as paintings with the names of Eustachius Cranwell Jr., Maculata Cranwell, and Belladonna Cranwell. Of the 2 older, you see Eustachius Sr. and Safis. Okay? You head in, you see this long room going down, one wall completely lined with bookshelves with old dusty tomes, completely racked on. The far wall is a curved window which looks out to the garden. On sofas and sort of chaise longues around them, sort of providing like a little reclining nook. In the centre, a table stocked with various fine like ports and rums and whiskies. You see a globe which is cracked open and has more bottles of drink inside. And walks you in, and the reclining room. We keep much of our family history in here. We keep an interest in history, politics, geography, all manner of things. If you'd like to spend some time, we can have a drink, if you so wish.
I'd be very interested in hearing your family history.
Indeed.
There's always had much to say, but I'm sure you know how they can be.
I'm sure you can keep that name out of our walls.
It's a rather pompous lot. My apologies.
All talk and no substance.
Precisely. Well, we've been in liquor for several generations. Wherever there are people, they'll want to drink. Shadebourne, we've been in for, 6 generations. Bought the house, set up, expanded the business. We've travelled far and wide before. Time in Fang, time in Riven. That's about as far back as the family goes.
Wonderful.
As we were walking into the different rooms, did I get any more pings, or was it just those?
So
two
you're
pings?
just in the reclining room now, and those are the only 2 pings you've got. Okay.
Okay. While other people are talking, Elyse will just kind of sit there with her hand over her mouth like she's being thoughtful. And
Before you do anything, the armoured dwarf is in the room as well, and is at the sort of the back of the room, like near the door, just waiting. Okay.
maybe now's not the time.
No, I just wanted to let you know beforehand.
Yeah, okay. Never mind.
You said something about politics?
Well, we've always had a hand and a relation in politics, but no professional involvement, I'd say. We like to supply various politicians, of course, with tokens of our gratitude, and we'd be happy to provide with tokens of our gratitude should you wish to strike up any deals. Or no. We find that the various mercenary companies around town are particularly fond of a beverage from time to time, and being in their good books is always helpful.
Were you supplying Lord Valentinian the other night, or was that simply...
Not in a professional capacity. We graced him with our presence, but no, he had his own suppliers for that.
Fair enough.
Current political situation notwithstanding, would he have your vote or would someone else?
Well, given that we don't know how the candidacy stands right now,
Of
I'm
course.
not authorized to say on the situation. Not educated enough. Please, let me show you the rest of the house.
Please.
Please do.
Leads you through, passes you back through the main room, doesn't take you to the door on the right, but gestures that that's where she'll be taking you for dinner. Leads you into the corridor and along. Leads you through a sort of like a resting room and an open kitchen, which fairly uncommon. And given that the kitchens are usually sort of separate in houses of estate such as these, you follow the L round and into a conservatory where 3 of the walls and the ceiling are with beautiful smoked glass, and you can see the long garden beyond it, and then the orchard to the other side. And gives you the spiel. In the conservatory, with lots of cushions and soft chairs, you see 2 scimitars hanging over the fireplace, which don't give you a magical aura. However, the poker lying next to the fire does seem to be magical.
Why?
So that's not on here, so that's further down there.
Okay, in the conservatory.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what killed Mr. White.
Okay. Tells you that she can take you around the garden if you wish, but then that will conclude the tour of the house. That above is personal chambers of the family.
Of course.
Understandable.
Your house is very beautiful.
Thank you.
Marvellous and unusual. I'd love to know the history of it.
Well, I'd love to have you over sometime more. We can talk details of it. Shall we take a seat for dinner? I'm sure the others are starving.
That would be lovely.
Leads you back to the entrance hall and passes through now to the door to the right. So you go past the stairs, and you do all see the stairs leading up, and the trapdoor, the big hinged heavy oak door which leads down below.
Could I be like, do you have a bathroom or something? I could use quickly.
Of course. So basically around there is a privy.
Okay. Elyse is going to excuse herself and go in there and shut the door, and one by one message everyone all the pings she picked up.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
When you said Belladonna Cranwell lit up, did you mean like herself, the entirety of herself?
Yes.
Okay.
And as you get close to the dining room, you feel 2 more pings from beyond the door.
She just sends the messages and then waits a couple of seconds and then heads back out. So it doesn't look too suspicious.
You all get that.
I cannot wait to sample some of your drinks.
Let's open the door, and you see a long table. You see a fireplace burning, and another painting over the top of the fireplace. This time with all 5 figures in it, striking a very serious, sort of grim-looking pose. You see two sort of staff awaiting with like steaming tureens, and the figures that you recognise as Maculata and Eustachius Cranwell. Both of them done up to the nines. Eustachius in this black jacket, which looks a little bit ratty, done up to the collar with this fluffy white cravat, and Belladonna in what looks pretty similar. Looks like a suit as well, but with it like cropped slightly shorter and fitting more to her form. The twins. We've been waiting for ages.
Sorry to have kept you waiting.
It's wonderful to meet you.
The food will be going cold.
Apologies, simply wanted to see the lovely home.
Thought you were here for business.
Well,
Come
that
on.
too.
Take a seat. There's a long table. There's enough space for the 6 of you on one side and the 3 take a side on the other. You sit down and glasses are put in front of you. Options are presented of wines, both red and white, sparkling, non-sparkling, of liquors, of beers, of juices, cordials, iced waters, and given what you wish.
The house needs a menu.
Make a perception check. One person, I will say, with advantage, is representing the group.
I've got +5.
Got +6.
Yeah, Vanden.
No?
20.
20. You see Eustachius take his glass, pull out his purse from his side, pull out a copper penny, and drop it into his glass before accepting the wine being poured. Swirls it around.
So how are we sat?
Like this?
Well, like this, but in opposites, I guess.
No, because we're all on one side.
Yeah, you're on one side, the other 3 are on the
Sure.
other side.
Sure.
It's like a weird job interlude.
What can you bring to this business?
Like, this would be the easiest way to do it. Just
Yeah?
Yeah.
For the sake of it. In which
Okay.
case I'm just going to tap Elyse on the leg under the table and sort of just with my eyes like be staring at Eustachius.
Do I see it?
Yeah, I'd say Greenswood. You'd all hear the clink with that, so that's a group roll,
Okay.
I'm saying.
Okay.
Given that it was with advantage. You'll hear the clink
Mm-hmm.
and see him do it. And he does look up at 1 or 2 of you. Boblem, he meets your eyes and sort of stares at you derisively.
It's gonna be a terrible idea. Strange tradition.
Personal taste. Come on, let's eat. And then sort of rush forward and all of your tureens steam like washes out. These trays and trays of beautifully steamed and buttered vegetables. This entire rack of boar, possibly 60, which are all like racks of the rib itself, nearly the whole pig. The table like bows a little under its weight. You see plates with ice underneath with like these cuttings of cold smoked fish and mashed foods and sauces and accompaniments and everything pressed forward. And before the business, please.
very generous, thank
Of
you.
course.
Looks
Thank
amazing.
you.
Thank you. Had it made specially.
Oh,
They begin tucking
very
into
grateful
it.
then.
The attendants like do like serve you and they begin tucking into it.
I don't really want to eat it. Scared.
So making polite conversation as we're being served, just ask them, how do you feel about what's going on in your city at the moment? It's strange, this is my first visit here and I wasn't expecting any of this. I'd heard such good things about Shadebourne.
And what? These are bad things that you've heard?
Well, what's going on with the government? I've heard something about the string of murders lower down, people slaughtered.
People are murdered in every city.
Not at this capacity. Certainly not in my city.
Yeah, 50 people in 2 months seems quite excessive.
You'd be surprised. These things happen all the time.
Here?
Everywhere you go. You go to the Underdark. They kill each other left and right. Fang's a shithole. I doubt Miratel's much better. Perhaps at hiding it, but I was down 2 days and I saw a body washed up by the docks.
When were you in Mirrortail?
Some years ago. Unfortunately for business.
Twitch.
Sailors like their rum.
They do.
How are you finding the food?
Wonderful, thank you.
Delicious.
Belladonna just like glowers at him like, don't eat like a pig, Eustachius. Don't tell me what to do. He sort of like picks at his patchy facial hair and
One question, was there like a mantle or something on the table, or is it just wood?
no, it's just bare wood. Just bare wood. But it's this big heavy oak table. So who are you? What's your interest in bar spirits?
Well, my father's the head of the East Caldera Company.
So this is on a professional capacity.
I was interested. I mean, it's for all your renown, it's dastardly been done business before.
Very well.
But come on, business can be after dinner. Let's just.
Okay. Okay.
While we're eating, Sarah's going to conjure a mouse familiar under the table,
Mhm.
drop it on the floor, and get it to go upstairs.
Okay. Okay. Make a stealth check with advantage.
Mouse stealth. Mouse stealth. Is it my stealth or mouse stealth?
Mouse stealth.
Mouse stealth.
Stealth.
Add mouse dex. Unless that's specifically there.
12? If we're using my stealth?
No one seems to bat an eye.
I am so tense.
As a note, Rana doesn't see anything different around.
I was going to ask.
You say she perches up in a tree
Yeah.
in the orchard. If you want all on it like a chimney. But yeah,
I would do the same with a spider with legs.
make a stealth check.
Legs.
Spider stealth.
8.
Roll 1.
Too focused on dinner.
To go downstairs with the
Okay.
basement?
Yeah.
Yes?
Okay. Good. While this is happening, it seems like all their eyes are just bored on you. Just flicking between the two of them. Maculata and Belladonna making very precise movements and barely really moving their upper body at all. Eustachius slump forward and just tearing apart the meat, picking it out from under his nails and just spitting a bit in the fire.
Astra does not look at him at all.
Oh, he sees that Astra is uncomfortable and like keeps it up and
Elyse just keeps up like a charming smile,
Yeah.
front of a charming smile the entire time.
Okay. We'll say just pleasant conversation goes past. Which would we like to do first?
You go first.
Okay. Mouse goes upstairs.
Okay. Follows the curve up around the stairs, and you find yourself on thick red carpet. It takes you a few minutes to climb all the way up. Thick red carpet, which is like bolted down to the wood of the stairs, and eventually get up. You see a wide open landing with 5 doors around, essentially, from like left to right. 1, 2, 3 on your left, and then 2 on your right. An open door in front of you. You can see quite clearly looks like another privy.
Okay. Gonna go into the right first.
Okay. I'll say just make a general perception
Yeah.
check.
Please. Perception.
Attention.
Honestly, God.
18.
Okay. So starting on the first one, on the left, go in, very fancy bedroom, ornately decorated, just plush everywhere, a lot of silks and velvets, too much detail to take in, but nothing that stands out immediately. Okay? Second one, same situation. The third bedroom you go into, the bedroom is just torn to shit, ravaged. There are huge marks along the walls, the curtains are torn down, the bed is just a mess of wood and feathers. Okay?
Any like chests or like bureaus where they might be.
Make an
papers
investigation
kept?
check.
14.
14. Doesn't look like it.
Okay.
One of the walls looks pretty bare and untouched, but that's all you can really pick up.
Okay.
Ooh.
Keep going. Privy, nothing of note. Fourth bedroom, nothing of note. But the master bedroom, you see there's a separate room just off it. And in this room, you see are chains attached to the wall with what look like manacles attached to them.
Sariel sort of flinches a bit at the table. That's a message that's relayed back, but
Yeah.
disguises it.
The door itself to that like off room, like ensuite essentially, looks very heavy. It looks new. It looks metal, like it has the capability to be barred from the outside. Okay.
Okay.
Boblem, make a perception check.
With my own stats or?
Yeah, mental stats. You use your own.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you use your own?
Yeah, I did,
Yeah.
Nice.
22.
22. Head down the stairs. On one side, a rack of bottles of odds and ends of little boxes of treats. Going down, you see probably 10 barrels, each from your estimation about the size of a person. Okay? Up and down, see labels on the side of each one. They all seem to be whiskies and spirits that are fermenting. With that, you notice the fourth on the right has the label scratched off.
Is there any way inside the barrel?
You could certainly try. Make an investigation check.
Go on, that's better.
Spider investigation.
Get legs.
Legs.
Get legs.
13.
Okay. About 10 minutes. Climbs up to the top, and looking out over the top of the barrels, you can see that all of them have these large plugs in them, like keeping them airtight. Sorry, I don't know how making alcohol works.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
See that on this one it is ever so slightly cracked. Okay? You could possibly get in there.
Okay. Just lean over it. Stare into the abyss.
Make a perception check.
Just stand back.
5.
It's not liquid inside, but there's something inside. A dark shape that you can't work out.
Shape.
The shape.
And
Without going inside, can't work out what it is, but given that it's enormous and probably smooth on the inside, it might be very hard to get out.
might be hard to get out.
Yeah.
Can you spin a web?
Yeah, you can certainly do that.
Yeah, can I try and spin a web to
Yeah.
get in and out?
I'll say everyone make a charisma check as well. This is just how well you're entertaining them for me, and I'm going to take the average.
Persuasion, is that sorry?
Charisma.
Oh,
Straight charisma. 15.
22 no. 2.
Ooh.
15.
16. Sorry.
That's 2 15s, a
Yeah.
16 and a 22, and then
After the first course is finished, they seem to be getting a little bit irritable. It's apparent that you don't know too much about the alcohol trade, okay? They keep trying to bring it back to this, but it's kind of clear that you're like not bluffing, but maybe talking out of your ass a little bit. You're doing a good job, and they're listening to what you say, and they're not being like, let's talk business, but they're like, they just keep trying to gently bring it back. Okay? Legs. Spin a web. Drop down. As your spider eyes grow accustomed, to the darkness. You drop down onto the surface of the barrel, this enormous cavernous expanse reaching up and around. Shape before you is most certainly a body. You see signs of decay. Been here for a while. It is just one body. Okay? You see several signs of decay. The face itself shrunken in. You see several furs, a wolf's head near the hood itself. These also in pretty bad states of decay. It looks as if it's like a decorative wolf's head.
Okay. I imagine probably just kind of like pales a bit, and then just tries to drink something.
Yeah.
In Boblem's head, he'll hear Cassian say, "Tap your knife 2 times if you've seen something bad."
Boblem picks up his knife, cuts into a potato, and then taps it twice.
Okay. Legs can go back up if you wish.
Yeah.
Okay. Even with any more searching, that's...
I dismiss legs at this point.
Okay. Spirals away and out.
So I was hoping we could talk business with your parents. Where are they?
Away, unfortunately. Out on business near Lakeside.
Ah.
They decided to get out of the city for a while.
How long ago did they go to Lakeside? We were just there.
3 weeks, perhaps.
We must have missed them. It's a shame.
We'll pass by them in town.
Yeah.
Didn't know.
Ships in the night. At this point, Eustachius is finished and is just dead-eyeing whoever sat across. So I suppose that would be Elyse and Vanden.
Okay, we can talk business now. And I'm just gonna glance down at the others and just give them a look that I hope they can gather means, like, we've got to think of something to do, and then I will start a trade business spiel of just discussing actual trade with them.
Make an intelligence check.
I will aid with this because I've learnt a lot about trade and never used it.
Make it with advantage.
13.
Did you roll with advantage?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Hang on. Yeah, 13.
Understands what you're saying, but doesn't seem very receptive to it. Eustachius says, "There's something we could send you, perhaps. Let's see. An hour and a half, 3 courses. We could bill you at, let's say, 1,200 pieces of gold for wasting our time."
That's very funny.
I'm not joking. Immaculate. Eustachius, calm yourself. Obviously not interested in business.
I'm very interested in business. Do you know who
I'm
you're
not
speaking
talking to you.
Excuse me? And kick Elise's foot under the table.
Slams the table and stands up.
Can I try to accidentally cut my hand on the knife?
Yeah.
Just like
Make a sleight of hand check.
acting like I was scared by this.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand check. Yeah, sure.
Accidentally cut my hand on the knife.
3.
Okay.
It was just a get ready.
Belladonna definitely saw it and is looking at you and slowly stands up as well. And what is the meaning of this? The Zalviers send you to buy us out?
No,
To undermine us? You can't be that stupid.
I'm simply here to discuss trade. You're well aware of
Make
exactly
sense.
who my father's company is. Oh, that's cocked. That's the same. Yeah, that's really fucking low. 8.
Just shakes her head and looks over to the dwarf. And just frowns and like gives a little nod to leaves the room.
We can be on our way though.
Yeah. Does the blood seem to have any type of effect?
No, just looking at it. You seem to have hurt yourself, Master Boblem.
Foolish.
Gives him a napkin to sort of help him wipe the blood off.
Does Eustachius, I know Eustachius.
Yeah.
Eustachius react at all?
No, it doesn't seem to.
Okay.
Your interest in the state of the city is perturbing. Doesn't seem conducive to trade, to business. What are you really here for?
I'm not sure how we could put it any plainer.
We were just making conversation over lunch.
I'm a regent, why would I not be interested in the state of the city?
Sits back down and just puts his feet on the table, just like knocking your plate completely off, and Belladonna just... Don't make this worse.
Yeah.
Why? I've not done anything. I'm in my own house.
You should be careful who you're speaking to.
I'm going to try and trace the letters to just spell out bag on Elise's leg under the table.
Make a perception check.
To see if you know what's been.
18.
Book.
I don't have the bag.
No, but you can message Bob.
Okay, alright.
I can't do anything.
Okay. Elyse will wait until someone's speaking again, and then just kind of go like, bag, and message Boblem.
And now make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, sorry, subtle spell.
Okay. Well, you still have to speak, don't you?
Oh, that's true. Is
Like-
it pointless then?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
self spell would be pointless for that.
Okay, alright.
Because even though the removing the verbal component, like the verbal component is like you're saying what you're saying.
Yeah.
So.
Come on. 15.
15. Okay. Boblem, you hear in your mind.
Sit down.
You doing anything?
Oh no!
Everyone's too scared to do anything.
In Sariel's mind, do you have any reason to believe these people are truly lycanthropes? Knock on the table for yes.
And you would all know that they pinged under detect magic, like their
Yeah.
entire body.
Except Eustace is at the opposite end of the table to me.
How far is Renar sitting from me?
As far as we are.
Yeah.
Like, but we're on a straight.
Yeah.
So you can just like pass it along laps.
Certainly try.
Sleight of hand checks for everyone.
I want the bag, not the sword.
The door opens up. The dwarf at the door and just nods to Belladonna.
Like I said, we should probably be heading off now.
Yeah.
We've clearly outstayed our welcome.
We should go. Stand up.
I also stand.
3 of them stand.
Stand.
Yeah.
On your way then.
Vanden?
Of course.
Are you doing anything? Are you leaving?
I wanted my freaking weapon!
I would like to go and politely offer a hand to Eustace. To shake.
He doesn't take it. He doesn't take it.
It was very nice to meet you. I touch him on the shoulder and cast Remove Curse.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. So what's the save?
It's okay, so it's not a save. It's essentially I cast it at 3rd level. So if it's a curse of higher, I guess I need to roll 10 plus the level of the curse.
Okay. So roll d20. I'll just by casting modifier.
Add my spellcasting modifier.
Yeah.
Okay. Please.
Cool.
26.
Flash of purple light soars out, blinding all of you for a second. Roll initiative! Okay. 25 to 20.
22!
20.
I ended one of my superheroes.
Wait, sorry. So 26, 22, 20.
No, 22.
Okay. Okay.
Some people got good.
Can't believe.
So Vanden, Cassian, Astra.
Yeah.
Okay. 19, 15.
They all rolled that ones.
Oh Jesus.
So mine's 5.
Mine's 7.
Mine's 1.
No dex problem.
So this purple light flashes off, sending Eustacia bam slamming back into the wall. Boblem, being prepared, throws the staffs and equipment out. Okay, everyone has their equipment. That was already thought of. Okay.
Yeah.
Belladonna and Maculata jump to their feet. Okay, looks of panic on their faces and rage. Okay, the guard at the door just shouts something back, like an arcane command word, and you hear boom, boom, boom from beyond the door. He pulls out a longsword. Okay, Vanden, it's your turn. What would you like to do first?
Oh boy.
Okay. So I'm gonna move right round to where he was just thrown
Yeah.
back.
So
Levy the greatsword to his throat and just turn to the other two and say, "You should probably give this up very quickly."
okay. Do you want to hold an action?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Make an intimidation check first off.
17.
17. Okay. 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 And they just Maculata and Belladonna just open their mouths. You see their eyes turn yellow and they just growl. Okay. Do you want to hold your action for this turn, or do you want to hold an action for later on in the turn?
I'm holding my action for whenever I need it in this round here.
Okay. 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 Cool. So bonus action, not doing anything. Okay. You can't hold bonus action.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Cassian.
Okay, I'm gonna leap at the other nearest werewolf and try the same thing again. I'm just gonna like climb up over the table and just run like palm first at Belladonna or Maculata.
Yeah, okay, so
Whichever
Belladonna,
one.
Maculata.
Sorry.
Maculata's in the middle.
Yes, that's Belladonna on the side.
Okay, I'll go for Maculata then.
Okay. So you jump up onto the table? Up onto or like over the table?
Like over the table just so I can get
Yeah, nice.
It's a touch spell.
You do the cool like vault.
Pow! Okay.
Please.
19?
19? It's higher than the first one. The light flashes off again, just shattering the glassware on the table. Okay? I'm just going to...
I look at Belladonna and I'm just like...
We're removing the proof that they're werewolves.
I think there's a lot of proof they're werewolves, mate.
Okay. Are you doing anything else for your turn?
As a bonus action, I will activate Blur on my sword.
Okay. You leap over the table. Destroy this incantation, this curse embedded into them. You see something like fly out like of the back of their head. It seems like smoke just dissipating from their head, with coils and then dissipates away.
I would say that I'm just like holding human Maculata by the throat.
Yeah. Like completely like frenzied and thrashing against you. Okay. You see her eyes just become bloodshot, but human looking. Okay. Astra.
Astra's gonna like back up as far as he can from the guard coming in from the doorway and the siblings into a corner and just bite his finger and bane the second level, which means I can do 4 targets.
Okay. So you can only see, you can't see the kind of suits of armors
But the door.
Yeah, you can see the guard.
Let's go for the 4 people in the room.
Yeah.
So the 3
Yeah.
siblings.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Got it.
So that's a charisma 14 check.
Got it. Okay, so 3 failures. Okay.
What about 4?
Yeah, sorry. The guard.
Come on.
Maybe more charismatic than them. No, still doesn't make it.
Nice!
They are all Bane.
Well done.
Nice.
Okay, and
Do you remember their Bane? Because I don't have any
sure, I
Bane.
will.
Which ones are Bane?
So everyone in the
All the
room.
siblings and the
And the
guard.
guard.
Okay. You see this green, like sickening green mist, like begin to like coil around their throats. It's sort of just like weaving between your fingers on maculatum. Okay. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
I'm going to use my body inspiration to give on Cassian.
Okay.
Keep
Good.
So you have an inspiration die, which is 1d8 for 10 minutes.
Okay. You notice there are a number of fancy instruments around the room.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. Clanking or something. It's going to use his action to just move again.
Hello.
Belladonna continues to howl. Her jaw just splits and cracks, her muzzle lengthening. You see her shoulder blade popping through her spine, like cresting through her back. Her dress shatters and tears off her. This auburn-coloured werewolf appears before you, just overshadowing all of you. Okay, that's its action. Yeah. Okay. It's going to jump up onto the table. Hello, with you. Okay. The table is cracking and breaking under the weight. Okay. The knight pulls out a two-handed greatsword and comes towards Sariel. Okay.
Banged.
Yes. That action. Yeah, it's an action to use. Okay. Yeah, it's going to attack you twice. Okay.
Minus a d4.
Nice. So that's a 19 minus. That's a 17.
Yeah.
Okay, and then a 22.
Yeah.
Minus a 4. That's fine. Okay. 2d6 plus 3. I'm going to use. Oh no, there's no d6 in there. Okay. Right. You take 12 points of damage from the first slash, which cuts into you, and then 7 points of damage from the second one, so 19 points of slashing damage in total. Okay? Slash, and then a boot to your shoulder and like kicks you back and just. Okay? It's your turn in response.
Ignoring him, I'm gonna reach a hand up to the sky, call out, Sayonine, level this playing field! Call down a moonbeam on Belladonna.
Okay. What's that con save?
It is, hang on. I'm casting it at 3rd level first off. It is a con save. She has disadvantage.
Yes, she does, because she's a shape changer. Okay.
Nice.
And she's baned.
And she's baned.
Yes. Okay, so con. That's an 8, so that's a 10, even with.
Yep.
That's a 6!
Fails.
Okay,
So
you reach up, call down the moonbeam, pull it down. Where it's usually a silvery pale light, it bursts into bright violet light. Okay? Its flames lick around her with a ferocity that you've never seen before. You feel a connection instantaneously with something outside of here, and something that is tying you and Sehanine and these creatures all together in this moment.
she failed the save, so she reverts back to her original form. And she takes 3d10s of radiant damage.
Yeah, she does! Oh, nice!
19 radiant damage.
They also can shape shift again
Yeah.
until.
Yeah, until she's out the moonbeam, she can't turn back into a.
Okay. Got it.
Good call! Nice.
like, no elves! No elves allowed!
Werewolf-free zone!
Okay. Maculata, in you got by the throat. You come into our home! Picks up just a cooking knife, just like the dinner knife, and just tries and stabs you with
Yeah,
it.
she's got disadvantage to hit me.
Okay, nice. What's that from?
She's pain!
What's the disadvantage?
Blood.
Blood, that's it.
I'm
That's
blood.
it. Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to keep track of everything. That's a 4. Okay, so that's a 14, 18. That's a 14?
That with disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my AC.
Yeah, sure. Oh, no, wait, sorry, because that one's a 12. So that's a 12.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Nice, okay. Yeah, the dagger goes in, but just does not hit anything. Okay. Alright. Let's see. She's not grappled. She's going to try and move back. Okay. Just running for it. Just pushes down out of your grasp.
Opportunity attack?
Yeah.
Yes. Cool. Dirty 20.
Oh, that hits.
5 points of slashing damage with my sword.
Okay, yeah, your sword is a magical weapon, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's
5
not a werewolf anymore.
doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, you're immune no matter what form you're in.
But she's
okay.
not.
But
I've
she's
removed the curse.
It's gone.
Oh, right, sorry, yes.
Yeah.
It's Belladonna that's still a werewolf. Just a regular woman now.
Just people.
Just people.
People.
Yeah, drops down, begins to flee. Your sword just catches her on the back of the leg, and she stumbles and falls. You see blood just pouring down her leg, and she screams. She's holding her hands up in front of her. No!
Okay.
Oh.
Hello, Lanky.
Lanky and bear.
Okay. Eustachius just begins tearing at himself with his own nails.
I'm going to try and knock him out with my held actions.
Okay.
Like 2 attacks against him to knock him
Go for
out.
it.
Get him.
Bonk him.
First one's going to fail.
What is it?
Come on, it was a 4. Next one's going to hit because it's 25. Add precision damage to this, so that's 2d8 plus 3. 9, 12 damage.
12 damage, okay. He begins tearing at himself and just. Boom! Straight on the head. Boom! Drops to the floor. Make a whiz save.
Oh no. Oh no. What is it? 7?
You feel an uncontrollable compulsion to just sink your nails into his belly and tear it apart and eat him right then and there.
Oh god!
You imagine nothing warm and his blood's still warm. Use your next action, next turn to try and eat him.
Oh
Elyse, it's your turn.
no! Oh my god.
Oh no.
Elyse will immediately telepathically message Rana the signal to go.
Okay.
And then she's going to run right up here beside Sariel and thunderwave these 3. if
Oh,
she
nice.
can.
1, 2, 3. It'll get that one.
Okay,
and that
so
one,
those
but not,
2.
Yeah.
So she just immediately, lightning sparks from her eyes and she just
Yeah, got it.
thunderwave. So con 15 saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Do they knock into the other one?
We'll find out.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so con save, yes. So the guard is baned.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a failure. Okay, and the armor is not baned. It's a 15.
Con 15 was
Yeah.
the save.
Okay,
so does that make it? Or?
Yeah, makes it. Okay.
Alright. So they take half. He takes half damage.
Yeah, so the guard takes full.
And then magic reroll that one. 14, 17 damage. 17 thunder damage.
Oh right.
And
Okay.
then she will bonus action. So this guy gets knocked back 10 feet,
Yes.
and then she will bonus action Tempestuous Magic. Bayak.
Got it.
Yeah. Bayak.
Okay. Boblem, your turn. Vanden, you're up soon.
I will run up to that middle point where Elyse was as well.
Mm-hmm.
But so I'm still like 5 feet away from the...
So what there?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And cast Thunder Wave as well.
Nice. Okay.
But second level.
Second level, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So against the Bane Guard, that's definitely a failure, that's a 4.
Nice.
Okay. And against the Armors, that's a 11
They don't make
and
it.
a 13.
They don't make it.
Nice.
Spell save 14.
Okay.
Keep knocking them back.
Nice. And that would be 3d8 damage.
Get him.
Well, that is just 10.
Okay.
Still good.
Okay.
And then
Ripples out, the tiles just destroyed. Chunks of the armor are blown off. The guard pushed back again.
I'll say, we don't mean for anybody to die tonight. And then move back.
Okay. Got it. Alright. Vanden, it's your turn.
And just stares down at the body and just heavily drops the great sword to the floor.
Dum, 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 dum.
His eyes flood solid blue like they did in his Asimov form. And he just smiles and gets down and starts clawing at the guy's stomach.
Yeah, just you begin to just take a bite. Roll d4 and add your strength modifier.
5.
You hear this howling in the back of your ears. You bite a chunk of belly fat off. You see Belladonna and Maculata just scream in terror. Okay. Make another whiz save.
Oh God, please.
That's a 17.
Come to your senses. You have a gobbet of belly flesh in your mouth.
And just spit it out.
Drops down. A small, about maybe 2-inch chunk just bitten out.
Yeah. Bonus action surge.
Okay.
As I back away, desperately staring at this guy, I'm gonna try and throw my wings out again.
Is that an action?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just back right up into the wall next to Astra and just
The room just explodes in coppery light, shattering the painting which falls off, destroying half the things of the room, and most of you are just enshrouded. You see Belladonna and Maculata just drop, and faces just like they don't have any words anymore. Okay?
just give up and comes out in Celestial.
Okay. Cassian.
Having had a front row seat to this horrific event, I would like to try and, elbow up, whack Belladonna in the head with the flat of my blade.
Yeah, sure.
Just to, try and get her unconscious.
Yeah, sure. So essentially make an unarmed strike. Okay.
With my sword. With my sword?
Isn't it the same as me trying to do non-lethal damage?
Yeah.
That's just a normal weapon attack.
Yeah, surely.
So
Oh, okay. Sorry. I misunderstood what you're trying to do. Yeah, go.
Yeah, I'm hitting,
Okay.
you know how wide the sword is?
Yeah.
I'm just
Okay,
trying to, bonk!
That's fine. Okay, go for it.
I will add my inspiration to that. So, 12 plus 5, 17.
17 hits.
Cool. That's only 4 points of damage, but bonk.
Okay. It hits him. Goes staggering back.
Cool.
Okay. Still up, which looks
Further into
dangerous.
the moonbeam. And then, can I just run over to Vanden and just try and if he'll let me close enough, just wipe the blood from off his face?
Yeah. Certainly try. But I'm going to take a slash at you as you go.
With disadvantage.
Yeah. And Bane.
And a bang.
Doesn't it?
Cool.
Okay.
Vanden.
He lets you and looks you dead in the eye this time and is just trembling.
Please.
It's not my turn. Carol.
Astra.
Astra!
Belladonna still looks angry, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Angry.
Can I do non-lethal psychic damage on? No.
We have before. You let me do it with vicious mockery.
You for vicious. Well, okay. Well, it depends on the spell. What spell is it?
Dissonant whispers.
Distant whispers. Potentially, you don't know.
Okay. I will do that then at level 2. I'd like to do dissonant whispers, which is a with 14 save.
Yeah.
Baned.
Okay. That's a 14.
Well, that makes it then, but it'll still be half damage.
Okay. Okay.
No!
The stress!
Cool. So it's 12, 15 halved.
Okay.
So she just hears the music from the dancing last night, just discordant and
Yeah.
broken in her head.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. You see a small trickle of blood come down her nose. Okay.
She's still up?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Animated armor. Going to.
Oh no.
Shuffles towards you. And you're going to make 2 attacks against Sariel. As the closest. Okay. That's a 16 and a 15.
Yep.
Okay. 5 and 3 damage. Okay, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as it just raises its arm, strikes you. Okay. All right. Belladonna.
Do you need to make a save for the moonbeam?
Always.
Do I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Make a constitution
See if
save.
it stays up.
Please. 18?
Yeah, you're fine.
So holding
Okay.
Belladonna starts on move there as well.
Yeah. So she's going to start her turn there. So she's got just one move. Is it one moonbeam? Yeah. Yeah, just one. Okay. Let's see.
She has disadvantage and Bane.
Yeah, that's good.
What was that, sorry? Was that failure?
7 in total. Yes,
Yeah,
that's a failure. And she's going to try and run through it, but will run past you.
That's Matthew laughter.
Belladonna's on the table.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Belladonna will take... Jesus. Maths. 23 points of radiant damage.
Run through. But the purple fire just burning up on all the back of her clothes. You see her hair's singeing. Pushes past you. Are you taking reaction?
Yes, I will take out Helios.
Okay.
It's opalescent blade, swing it at the back of her legs as she runs past me. Where is it? Come back. Please.
Does she think does she run by both of us or just
Like there, so it would
Okay.
have gone past you.
That is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
So she takes 4 whatever damage. Is that slashing? Silver slashing?
Yeah. Did you add +1 for that as well?
It's a plus. Oh, it says 1d6 plus 2.
Okay, then I'll include it.
Yeah.
You have the floor.
We're gonna non-lethal her, but sort of trip her up with the sword to sort of cut the back of her legs.
Okay.
Come up behind her and hold the sword to her neck.
Got it.
You're not going anywhere.
Just drops out of consciousness. Okay. But you can see he's alive. Just barely. Okay. Right. God. Yeah, she's gonna fucking run through.
Doesn't get paid enough.
Drops and runs.
Valid,
No
mate.
one's doing anything. No.
Nah.
Okay. Rana would see this copper armored figure just drop weapons, just boom, boom, boom.
Would Rana have run and alerted people by now?
Yeah, she's on her way.
she's on her way.
She's on her way, but obviously she can
So
see.
it's
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
This is true!
Oh god.
So much has just happened!
Okay.
Fine.
Sariel, it's your turn.
So Belladonna's sort of flopped.
Yeah.
She's no harm to anyone right now.
Yeah. She's out there.
Okay, I'll take a. You know what? I'm gonna move the moonbeam onto that guy.
Okay, onto that.
No, sorry, onto the armor.
Okay. Con +1. That's a 13.
The save is 13, but it takes half damage. 12, so 6 radiant.
Okay. Got it. Okay. It's still up, but patches of it like coated in this flame. Do you have any bonus actions you do?
No.
Okay. Magulata's gonna flee as well.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
You've used your reaction.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And Jack is going to use her action to dash.
No!
Makes it out the door, just sprinting.
Come on, polar bears!
Come on, polar bears!
Okay. Second suit of armor. Gets to there. Can't get past any further. Okay. Elyse. Boblem, you're up next.
So Elyse will run through Sariel and Boblem. Bonus action, tempestuous magic to fly to here.
Yeah.
Thunderstep.
Okay.
So we'll only hit this one, and then she will reappear out here in front of Belladonna.
Because it's 120 feet, right?
Immaculata.
120 feet, right?
Up to 90 feet.
Oh, okay, cool, got it. Right. So the armor's going to make a save.
Con 15.
That's a success.
Still takes half damage.
Yeah, got it.
19.
19. Ooh.
Is that
Total.
Okay.
Not halved yet.
Yeah. 19.
Yeah.
19.
Got it. Okay. The wave ripples out again, shattering most of the armor. It's barely just like standing up and like managing to keep itself together.
So Elyse reappears in front of Maculata, veins glowing underneath her eyes pulsating with lightning and just like not going anywhere.
Okay. You see from Rana's perspective, it's about halfway there, just absolutely bolting down. Okay. And by another round, we'll have alerted the forces. Okay. Boblem.
I will cast Dispel Magic at the armor front.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Third level.
actually no, it's slightly different because it's very specific. So if targeted by Dispel Magic, the armor must succeed on a con save against the caster's spell save DC or fall unconscious for 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay, so what's your DC?
14.
Ooh, that's a big old fail. The armor just falls still.
Is that an area effect?
No,
Okay.
we checked.
1.
We checked. Okay, you just place your palm on it and it just shuts down. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Can I use my movement to run over to Eustachius?
Okay, got it. Alright, Vanden, it's your turn.
Cassian is just stood having wiped the blood off your face.
Okay, well, he won't be able to understand what I say, but Sariel will hear. We're not out of this yet. And I'm just going to fly down towards
Okay.
Sariel, clap a hand on her shoulder, you'll get 5 hit points back,
Yeah.
and then put myself between you and the armour.
Okay. Got it. Alright. Cassian, your turn.
Can I... Oh no, wait, she's gone, hasn't she? I will go over to Sariel and Belladonna and everyone, and I will see if I can, like, pull out Belladonna and tie her up.
Yeah, if an action to do that, that's fine.
So just, like, tie her up slightly Well, pull her through
Yeah.
through my allies.
Got it.
On the safe side of things.
Yeah, fair. Okay, yeah, that's your action. Okay.
Yeah.
Your bonus action, doing anything?
No.
Okay.
Just looking concerned.
Alright. Astra, it's your turn.
Oh, jeez. I will use a second level healing word on Sariel.
Okay, cool. Bonus action, are you doing anything else?
That is a bonus action.
Oh, nice. So you can only cast a cantrip now.
Yeah. D4. 2d4. You get 9 back. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, so you
Sariel.
get...
Sorry.
It's okay, sorry, I still have action. And then Bard's Inspiration, I will Mantle of Majesty to become very shiny again and give 8 temporary hit points to Sariel, and just Vanden and Cassian who are near the big thing again.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
You can use your movement immediately without opportunity attack.
Oh, sweet. I'm gonna go chase after Maculata.
Okay. There.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you moving at all?
Yeah, I think I'm doing the same.
How much movement do wings have?
That's the same.
6. Yeah. Okay. Sariel.
We'll sort of give Vanden a very sad look as he leaves. And I will Primal Savagery the armour.
Yeah, go.
Let's hit this guy. 18.
18 just hits.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah, the tip claws just rake across the front of the armour.
11 points of acid damage.
Nice. Okay.
Is it still up?
It is still up. But
Nice.
parts of it like bubbling away. Okay. Are you doing anything else?
I'll Misty Step to follow these guys.
Okay. Maculata is going to run, just take a little wide berth around you.
So I get attack of opportunity.
No.
Damn it.
Run and then use her action as well. Okay, so is 40 feet behind you, okay?
Okay.
So I'm just going to get but yeah, 40 feet beyond you, okay? Just running back down the path. Okay. Second armour. Turn round.
Hello.
Yes, with
With
still got- yeah.
disadvantage.
Okay. So first attack, 8. No, it's a 12. Okay, second attack. No, doesn't hit. Cool. Okay. Elyse, your turn.
Is there any way I can catch up to her? Or is she just gone?
She's 40 feet beyond you. You can see her.
Okay.
You can use like your action
Use your movement and any range
Dash.
spells.
Yeah, but I won't be able to knock her out. And range spells will kill her.
Well, at least good job.
Firebolt will kill her. Throwing a dagger will. Can throwing a dagger be non-lethal?
At her leg?
Yeah. Try and trip her up by throwing a dagger at her.
No.
You don't technically
Cut her thigh open and she bleeds to death.
Ah! Damn it, that was like my whole plan. It's just like bonk.
Has Rana got to the guards yet?
They will at
Yeah,
the end of this
that's
turn.
The end of this turn.
You can just keep track with her.
Yeah, just-
Yeah, I'm just gonna dash again to would dashing doubles my speed, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna dash and then but not use the full of it and end my turn so I am like right up against her. So if she
Okay.
moves again I will get an opportunity attack.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. Boblem.
I try to stabilize Eustachius,
Yeah. Okay.
stop the bleeding on his
Yeah,
wound.
sure. Make a medicine check.
I got a 14.
Okay. Nice. You stop the bleeding. You stop. He doesn't die.
That's a whole action.
Yes.
Can't tie him up, I imagine.
That would be another action.
Okay, never mind. Leave it at that.
All right. No worries. Okay. Vanden.
Move, dash. I'm going to catch up with Elyse in the last one.
Okay. Yeah, we'll stay outside. Yeah, you're up in range with them as well. Okay. Cassian.
If I use my full movement and then my Misty Step, can I catch up to them? That would be 60 feet total.
Yeah, so you can get up with them as well.
Excellent! That means I still have an action.
Yeah, because Misty Step's your bonus action, isn't it?
Cool. I will, again, same thing I did to Belladonna, try and just bonk.
Yeah, sure, make an attack.
Would that thing get an opportunity attack?
Probably, but it does
Yes.
have disadvantage to hit me.
Yes.
Or if you Misty Step first.
I have to be able to see where I'm going though, and there's a door in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, roll your dice.
Okay, that's a 16.
Yes, that's fine, I have temporary hit points.
So that's for the first attack. That's
Hit me for my hubris, JD.
that's 6 for the first one. Okay, and then the second one doesn't hit.
How does it get 2 attacks of opportunity?
Oh, sorry, my mistake, sorry.
Rude.
Sorry, I thought we were on actions for a second.
No, how dare you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure like 24's gonna hit.
Actually, it doesn't.
Wow. 5 points of bonk.
Don't. Boom. She hits the floor unceremoniously. Okay. I will say between you, the armour is pretty rough.
Dispatched.
Yeah, you'd be able to.
Elyse immediately crouches down and starts tying.
Yeah, you're able to tie all 3 of them up.
Yeah.
Okay. You hear off in the distance the. Okay.
Can't wait to be smoked with the bears if we get here in time.
They missed all the action.
Boom, 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 boom. You hear the pounding of these creatures coming up the road, and that skid around the corner. These incredible sights, the red leather-clad warriors with the full face mask, these ornate ceremonial wings coming up over the top of them, halberds scraping on the side, each bear clad in its own thick armour, just. You hear the voice of Boska. You cold?
Looks like you missed all the action, unfortunately.
Yeah, we got them too quick.
Oh, you're kidding. Dung, dung, dung. Slams the base of the halberd on the ground, it like sparking off. And no worries, we'll do a circuit. See if there's anything else you missed that we need to clear up.
Thanks.
These enormous bears charge past you and kick past the gate. You see them just vault the fence over into the rock garden and begin taking a wide circuit around. Okay? Following them, the clank of armour, and you see several members of the city guard like spilling out along with one of the officers. They immediately see you and begin barking orders just to the guards behind them, just to go basically take the unconscious Cranwells from you. Okay? They are there. They do see you in your winged form. They see all of you, most of you covered in blood, torn up, tattered, sweaty, weapons and gear out.
Glowing.
Yeah. They've done it! By the gods, they've done it!
Excuse me, sir. We have reason to believe there's a body in the basement, inside one of the barrels, one with the name scratched out.
What?
Thank you. We'll check that out. Move in, search the whole house! Leave no stone unturned! And they push past you so quickly. A couple of them come up to you and like see like if you're like needing medical attention, like sit down with you, offer you water.
Yes, we'll turn it all down.
Vanden flies up and just circles, watching the area just in case.
All of them just at all of you with your weapons out, divine magic sparking from some of you, green smoke coiling, the electricity bubbling, wings out, just in awe, and just a sort of resounding chatter through them, and they found them. It was them. The killings will stop. They did. Peace falls. You're escorted back to the barracks. Quiet comes upon you. You're left alone after a few hours. Brought back safely. You know that the threat, as best you know it, of the murders in Shadebourne is dealt with. A very well-deserved rest comes to you all that evening. 2 days go by until an envoy knocks at the barracks with a sun door. They're dressed in the official robes of the city. They ask to bring you with them. They look pleased. Not like you're in trouble. Whatever you accomplished in the 2 days, we can summarise retroactively. Okay. Do you go with them?
Yeah.
You're brought through in a fairly simple, compared to some of the lavish carriages you've been brought through, but official carriage through the city. It's slow going. The streets are very, very busy. You're brought to one of the judicial houses, a similar office to H.S. Valentinian's, on the 3rd tier. Taking you a long time to get to the city, as crowds are just full, flowing. Pretty out of it for 2 days, given everything that's happened. So you don't really know too much of what's going on in the city. You're taken to the office and greeted by Valentinian. He looks slightly more rested. I have a lot to thank you for, it would seem. As with this city. Come with me. I just stay in the office. I've got something to say. But I'm not sure if you know, but there was a quick election held due to the circumstances. I'm happy to report that you're looking at the new governor. He's a bit like
Boblem immediately just like
He's
him.
showing his eyes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. This truly could not have been done without the 6 of you. I said it before and I'll say it again. The achievements here, not mine that we're celebrating, but what you've done for the city. Now, if you don't mind, I have a crowd to address. Please, stay here. He pushes open the doors to the office and walks out onto a balcony. You hear cheers coming from below, steadily 5-10 feet back, and you see him lift his hand up and the cheers swell from a few seconds before dimming down. People of Shadebourne, for too long the struggles of inequality have been felt by you. For too long these walls have not protected us. They have divided us. These gates and these walls, built by my family, have kept the hard-working desperate, while allowing only those born of privilege to prosper. Well, I say no more! No more will the tier gates remain closed, barring entry on a whim. No more will the circumstances of one's birth prevent them from rising up and achieving their true potential. No more will these walls shelter the corrupt, the greedy, and the wicked who made a game of hunting you and driving you down deeper into the mud. From today, a new dawn, a brighter dawn for the people of Shadebourne, and the crowd cheers. Please, please do not thank me. I am here to lead you and help you from this point forward. Everything we are achieving is because of 6 people. Turns, beckons to the 6 of you. The space on the balcony.
They're all crying.
You step forward.
In character, just like
You see one of the squares of the 3rd tier packed out with people. This is easily people from every tier. A good chunk of the city are here. As far as you can see, the streets are go. They swell and they are full. You hear his voice now echoed magically through some arcane means beyond to the streets and the tiers below and above. 6 strangers to the city who, out of their own volition and effort, exposed the killers conducting these horrific acts to you and brought them to justice. Not only did they do this, they brought to light the corruption in the upper tiers, revealed sinister acts happening to our neighbours, brothers and sisters down below in Kets. Much needed change in this city is thanks to them, and I dread to think what would have happened had they not come along. These 6 have truly brought us a new dawn, and will be commended as such heroes of the city and the Dawnbringers of Shadebourne. And that is where we will end tonight's episode. Cheers erupt. Before we finish, I would like to thank Becky Duran for this week's fan creation. A long episode, that feels like a long time for the Song and Scroll bookstore.
Thank you. That was today.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dawnbringers.
Thank you, Dawnbringers. You're welcome.
Thank you, Dia.
Oh my god.
We'll see you next week. Thank you for being part of our story.
We love you.
We love you so much. Bye.
Hello again, adventurers, it's Vanden of the Dawnbringers. We hope you enjoyed the turbulent ride as we faced off against the Cranwells and finally found our footing as a party at long last. What a journey it's been so far. If you would like to support our adventure, you can find out about all the ways to do so over on our new website, lifeofthepartydnd.com, and be sure to check out our fan art gallery there, featuring a number of our favourite pieces. Thank you as always to our executive producers, old and new, Alexandra Johnson, Emily Hogarth, Katelyn Ferguson, Liam Moran and Steph Sharp. And of course to all of you, whether you joined us from the beginning or found us along the way, thank you from the bottom of all our hearts. We love you, see you next Wednesday, and remember, it's always darkest before the dawn.